We have finally arrived. Conference finals, Final Four teams, Oklahoma City welcoming in the young upstart San Antonio Spurs. We got a lot to talk about, a lot to break down. Let's go ahead and start the show. It's the conference finals, y'all. Keep it going. Keep it going. We have arrived finally. The peak of the mountaintop here in the NBA. We finally arrived. The conference finals are here. The four best teams in the NBA are here in the conference finals, and of course we're going to start here in the Western Conference Finals, and that will be the San Antonio Spurs trekking their way up to Minnesota, ooh, they wish, trekking their way up to Oklahoma City here today to take on the reigning champion with the two-time MVP, Oklahoma City Thunder and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander here tonight. And here's the thing, the Thunder have not really been healthy here in the playoffs, but they are healthy here tonight. J-Dub, Jalen Williams, arguably their second best player, maybe the third best player. Their second best player, I'll leave him at 2 for now. I know Chet Holmgren has been absolutely hooping. We could have Chet Holmgren at 2. We could have that discussion. That's not that important. What is important is that J-Dub is official, ready to go here tonight. That does mean A.J. Mitchell will go to the bench. That will be an interesting dynamic considering that I think A.J. Mitchell is gunning for that starting spot over J-Dub. We'll see if J-Dub can reclaim his spot here in the starting lineup. He is an all-star. He is an all-NBA performer. He has a 40-point game in the NBA Finals last year under his belt. Although A.J. Mitchell might be trying to challenge him here this season. Now, he went up against some easier, I don't want to say easier defenses than they will see here tonight against the Spurs team. But we have an interesting announcement that I did not see coming, did not know, did not even hear that maybe he was questionable. But for the San Antonio Spurs, I'd argue that maybe their second best player, probably their third best player. We could argue again, J-Dub, Chet Holmgren situation, Steph Castle, De'Aaron Fox situation. But De'Aaron Fox is not available to play today. He is out. I did not know. I did not see that coming. So we'll have De'Aaron Fox up on the bingo card. We'll find some kind of replacement for him on the Spurs. We'll pick some other guy. Dylan Harper. Young man Dylan Harper, second overall pick, rookie, getting his first start in the playoffs here tonight. What an interesting dynamic this will be, because a lot of people have been looking at De'Aaron Fox as like, all right, well, De'Aaron Fox will likely, find his way off this team, and they'll continue to grow the young core big three that they have of Wembanyama, Dylan Harper, and of course Steph Castle. But here tonight, no De'Aaron Fox for an ankle injury, I guess, is what they reported. Did not know that was on the table for him. Did not know he was dealing with that ankle injury. Okay, here we go. Now we're into it now. Now the San Antonio Spurs are down one of their more dynamic guards against an absolute stifling perimeter defense, aggressive defense of the Oklahoma City Thunder. We'll see how that plays out here today. I'm always of the opinion of, like, if you can walk, you're going to play, especially once you make it to this point of the NBA season of a conference finals appearance, which, by the way, De'Aaron Fox has never been in. You'd think he'd do what he can to get on the court. It must be a very real, serious ankle injury that he just can't play through. Whatever the case may be, De'Aaron Fox is out here tonight. Unfortunately, we won't see the San Antonio Spurs as healthy as we thought we would coming into tonight's game. I don't know what's going on. All I know is that it is an ankle injury. Did he roll the ankle? Did he sprain the ankle? Was it during practice? Was it during the previous game? I don't know. Either way, he's out here tonight. Bible to Bible, we're back. We have backups. We're good. Castle can point guard out. So that's not the point. That's not the point. This is not a regular season game. This is 20 points per game you are missing out of your lineup. This is a veteran ball handler you're missing out of your lineup. And yeah, Steph Castle, he's more than capable of stepping in as a starting point guard. He did so for the first 30 games of the regular season. De'Aaron Fox did not play. He did not start the season healthy. Steph Castle stepped in as the starting point guard. He did a perfectly fine job, although the turnovers were incredibly high. He got them down to around 3. They were over 4 for a large portion of the regular season. He got them down to around 3. A lot of that was because De'Aaron Fox came back to help take some of the ball handling responsibilities away from Steph Castle. We'll see if maybe he's ready to step up here today. But like I said, this perimeter defense, he's not going to be seeing Steph Conley out there. He's not going to be seeing a hampered Anthony Edwards. He's not going to be seeing Bones Highland or Terrence Shannon Jr. He's going to be seeing Kason Wallace and SGA and Lou Dort and all these perimeter defenders, Alex Caruso, hounding him full court all game long, AJ Mitchell. They're not going to give this guy any airspace. We'll see how it plays out. But man, oh man, is it a tough loss just in a ball handling sort of discussion. And Dylan Harper, the rookie stepping in, he's had a phenomenal playoffs. But this is a different breed of opponent. We'll see if the ball handling will become an issue or if the two young guards can handle it. This is a huge storyline for tonight that he did not see coming. Speaking of, it also obviously is going to hamper our bingo card, as it usually does. Unfortunately, we can go through it real quick, see what we're looking for from both sides here today. We've covered Thunder playoff games. We've covered Spurs playoff games, far more Spurs playoff games and Thunder playoff games because Thunder have just run roughshod through their conference, through their matchups. Jason, what's up, Jason? Stir Show, what's up, Stir Show? J Hammer, what's up, J Hammer? AP, what's up, AP? Susan, what's up, Susan? Ahmed, what's up, Ahmed? Cornette is out too? I didn't see Cornette. I didn't see anything about Cornette. I guess we could pull this up real quick and I can just scroll down and see injury report. Should be down here. No, he's not on the injury report. He's available to play. I assume. He's not on the injury report. Bruce Fowler, what's up, Bruce? Thank you for the full 82-game season of play-by-play and commentary. Of course, Bruce, we will continue it. We have two more rounds to go, 3 more series to cover. Of course, the Western Conference Finals, which are starting here today. The Eastern Conference Finals, our Knicks taking on the Cavs tomorrow. And then, of course, the NBA Finals, whoever ends up matching up against each other. We will see. Isaiah Gardner said, all of a sudden Fox is hurt? That's crazy. I don't know what the injury is. All I know is that it's an ankle. Is it an ankle injury? Is it like, we know it's an ankle injury. Is it an ankle sprain? How bad is the sprain? Did he hurt it in practice? Did he hurt it, waking up out of bed? Did he hurt it in the previous game? I don't know. I didn't even know he was suffering with an ankle injury, but here we go. Here we go. They're going to have to find a way without him. Lionel Monos, what's up, Lionel? Joseph, what's up, Joseph? Wemby will get 7 blocks? I don't know. There's a much smarter, more capable Oklahoma City Thunder team with a much more varied offensive approach as opposed to the hampered Minnesota Timberwolves team. MBN, what's up, MBN? Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. All right, let's go through our bingo card here, see what we got going on, see what we're going to be on the lookout for, and figure out what we're going to replace the De'Aaron Fox spot for. But let's start going through it. We have a double-double, of course. Obviously, a lot of the, things that we always have in our bingo cards will make an appearance here. We have Vassell for 3 threes. Devin Vassell, Julian Champagnie also on here. Very important to have the San Antonio Spurs knock down the perimeter shots in order to spread the court out and give guys like, no De'Aaron Fox, but Harper, Castle, and Wembanyama space to operate. You need shooters to knock down shots. Bruce said, I don't see Harnstein anywhere on the bingo board. I'd hate to have to think there was some bias involved. No bias involved. They just, wanted to put the most important players on the bingo card, and he just doesn't fit the bill, Unfortunately for him, he's going to have to get better at basketball. Doing too much. What's up, doing too much? This is the series that most NBA fans have been waiting for. Yeah, man, the San Antonio Spurs took it to the Oklahoma City Thunder in the regular season. The playoffs are a different story. Let's see what we get. This should be an incredibly fun back-and-forth matchup. I'm looking forward to it. Doing too much. Do Harper 15 points on the bingo card? Oh, brother, we got Harper up here already. We have Mitchell. AJ Mitchell will now be coming off the bench. He's up here for 15 points. J-Dub has made a return, so we put him up here. We also lowered his point markers. It was at 20. It's now down to 15 for him. Castle for 20 points versus the San Antonio Spurs, especially with De'Aaron Fox out now. We might even have been able to bump this up to 25 because it's going to be incredibly important for him to have a good game as well, although he is going to have the tough matchup of having to slow down SGA, so maybe he might not get up there in the points category because he's going to have to be locked in on the defensive end of the court. Freeway Hustler, what's up, Freeway? Jump ball. As usual, Champagnie 3 threes. Same reason he's up here is the same reason that Vassell is up here. You're going to need your shooters to knock down threes and open up that operating space for Castle, Harper, and Wemby. 2 consecutive missed free throws from the same player as always is up here. Chet for 25 points. Now, Chet doesn't necessarily have the effect that Chet Holmgren has on the game isn't always felt through his points that he scores in a game. It's the defense, it's the rebounding, it's the rim protection, it's the connective passing, it's the being an outlet. It's all the things, as well as putting the ball in the basket, of course. But we have Chet Holmgren for 25 points up here. Now that J-Dub is back, we might swap these. As you can see down here, I'm going to skip McCain for a second. We'll come back to him. J-Dub is down here for 20 points as opposed to Chet for 25. Mostly because it's J-Dub's first game back off the injury, hamstring injury, I believe. Rose, what's up, Rose? So I don't want to put that pressure on him to get 25 immediately coming off the injury, which is why I have him down to 20, Chet up to 25. Probably should have both of them at 20, but for now, we got J-Dub at 20, Chet for 25. We'll see which one of these guys takes the reins. If it's neither of them, it might be AJ Mitchell off the bench. Obviously, we have to wait and see what that dynamic is like now that they're fully healthy. The Fleas, what's up, Fleas? Happy to see you as always, brother. We skipped Jared McCain, so let's get back to McCain off the bench. It's incredibly important for this team to have shot makers off the bench. The Jared McCain heist during the deadline was incredibly important during their run here in the playoffs to get through the Lakers, specifically in the Lakers, but also to get through the Phoenix Suns. Comes off the bench and he gets buckets, mostly from the three-point line. We'll see if he can get 10 points here tonight. Again, it's important for this team to score points off the bench to keep up because we know that SGA is going to get his. We know that J-Dub's going to score some points. We know Chet Holmgren's going to be involved. And now we know AJ Mitchell's going to be involved. It's who's that other guy off the bench that's going to step up. Is it McCain or is it Kason Wallace off the bench, who's up here for 15 points? To me, I'd consider him the sixth man on the team. He's incredibly important, especially as a two-way player, two-way guard off the bench. I assume he's going to get a ton of minutes here today. Although maybe not. We might see limited minutes from him. We might not even see Jared McCain here tonight with J-Dub back and AJ Mitchell moving back to the bench role. So we probably may not even see Jared McCain, but we'll adjust our bingo card as the series goes on and implement people. We might have to put a Caruso, like 3 stocks up on here. We don't really have defensive props like that here tonight, but for now, we have Jared McCain up here. And again, we might switch it up, especially considering that I think there's a decent likelihood. Suns Gen, what's up, Suns Gen? Decent likelihood we don't even see Jared McCain here tonight, but we'll see. We'll see. That is the whole point of game one. It's a bit of a feel out for both sides. Ozahar, what's up, Ozahar? Appreciate you, brother. Let's keep it going. We have Wemby for 30 points. Obviously, the superstar of the team. We're going to put the pressure on him. Go get you 30. Logo 3, of course, is always on here. SGA, same case as Wemby, superstar of the team. Go get your team 30. Harper for 15 points here. Now in the starting lineup becomes even more important. Again, we'll figure out what we're going to replace Fox 20 points with as the night goes on. We'll figure it out. You guys throw it in the chat. We'll talk about it. 4-point play travel. Fox for 20 points. Maybe we switch this to Caruso. Maybe we switch this Caruso if we don't see Jared McCain. But McCain could not play in the first half, but then play in the second half because that's how Dagnall sometimes runs his rotation. So again, we'll wait one full game before I make full adjustments to the bingo card here. But it was hard to do, considering that there were guys I wanted on here, guys I didn't necessarily want on here. But I do think McCain off the bench is very important for them. And as far as the Hartenstein thing goes, Hartenstein is more so important in this regard. Like, as long as he's filling in, this might as well be the Hartenstein spot. You know, Wemby is also always liable for a double-double as well. But it is very important for Hartenstein to play well for this Thunder team, more so specifically battling on the boards. And with Wembanyama out there, you're going to need your big men to battle on the boards and muscle up against him. We have 4-point play travel, as always. Fox for 20 we just talked about. We'll replace it with something. We'll figure it out. And then we have goaltend, failed challenge, technical foul, and shot clock violation. And that's going to wrap up our bingo card. So let's go ahead. Let's start it. Let's jump into it. We got about maybe another 10 or so minutes. They're going through the starting lineups now. Excuse me. Jason said Harper got that playoff mindset in his blood. Got it from his dad? Yep. And I forget who said it, but back in the day, back when Donovan Mitchell was drafted, there was this big sentiment going around about how well he did in the interview portion of the combine and the scouting and whatnot. And a lot of people walked away and they were like, look, man, at the end of the day, his dad was a professional athlete. He knows what it's like to be in an environment of being a professional athlete. He's not going to be surprised or mismanage certain things in one way or the other. And so a lot of stock has been put in recent years as to whether or not you actually have a parent, because we're starting to get into second, maybe even third generation NBA players at this point. And so when Dylan Harper was up on the board, he got even a little bit more of a push. Now, he was off of talent alone, he should have been the second overall pick, but got even a little bit more of a push ahead of like a guy like VJ Edgecombe because of his obvious, ties to his father, Derek Harper, his brothers in the NBA as well. Dylan Harper, or Ron Harper. Did I say Derek Harper? Ron Harper. A lot is made of like having a parent in that business and knowing what to expect and knowing that you'll be all right. Robert Klink, appreciate you, Rob. Hope you're having a good time tonight. What do you think about the series going 7? I think it's a high likelihood. I think these two teams have proven in the regular season that they're pretty closely matched. Obviously, the Spurs very famously went whatever it was, 3-1 against them, 4-1, whatever it was. But no De'Aaron Fox is a huge deal, not a big deal, a huge deal for the Spurs team. They can overcome it. The Thunder are getting J-Dub back. We'll see what kind of rust he shows here today. If any, I think it's going to be a very, very fun back-and-forth matchup. I really can't wait for it. And it looks like we're going to get ready for the jump ball here as player introductions are finally over. Nice, fun, elaborate play introductions. It is the conference final, so deserves all the pomp and circumstance you can put into it. Keenahara, what's up, Keenahara? What's up, De'Aaron? I wish I knew, brother. He has been ruled out with an ankle injury. I don't know what ankle injury. I don't know when he suffered it. I don't know what kind of ankle injury it is. I assume a sprained ankle, but I don't know. I literally found out as I was setting up. I put the pregame on to listen to while I'm getting changed and everything in the background. And then they were like, yeah, so De'Aaron Fox is out. And I'm like, huh? Since when? Since when is De'Aaron Fox out? Why is he out? I don't know. Oh, they're showing it now? Got hurt in game 4. He got hurt in game 4. He played the other 2 games. He played 5 and 6, and he looked good in 5 and 6. And they're holding him out tonight. This is just too much from the Spurs. This is too much. This is going too far. You don't just throw it. Now, they could overcome it. They have guards. Though they could be fine. Young LA said Fox left last game. They just showed when he got injured, and that was in game 4. It's been 2 games since then. And what is that, 5 days since game 4? Come on, man. Come on. You got to show up for game 1 of the conference finals. They're hoping, I guess, he could get healthier than where he's at now. But, come on, man. It's the conference finals. You can't just throw a game away here and being like, no, we'll get healthy. I don't like that decision. The Spurs usually win the tip. Here we go, off and running. Let's get ahead. Let's just dive right into it. Let's get into the game. We know the starting lineup. Dylan Harper is in for the injured De'Aaron Fox. They get over to Castle up top, being guarded by Harnstein. Crosses over, has it at the foul line, kicks it up top to Harper. Jab step coming to his right, over to Castle. Will fire up a right wing 3, and Castle gets us started with a 3-point basket on the right wing. Here we go. 3-0 to start. Lou Dort will bring it down. Dort has it up top. Gets it over to Harnstein. Harnstein being guarded by Wembanyama. He's giving him all the space in the world. He's going to play the handoff game with J-Dub. Has it at the foul line, kicks it out to Dort. Dort driving to his right, down the lane, and along the baseline, over to Harnstein. High floater for Wembanyama. Can't get it to go down because he's awful at basketball. Rebounded by Champagnie. Here comes Dylan Harper. Harper shot out of a cannon, attacking J-Dub. Has it, stops in the paint, kicks it out to Champagnie up top, being guarded by Isaiah Harnstein. They get it over to Wembanyama, left wing. Gets fouled, and he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Lou Dort immediately puts his hands in the cookie jars. Wembanyama just catches and rises up. Lou Dort trying to get overly aggressive to start the game. Wembanyama sniffs it out, and he's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Get your hands off of me, brother. He didn't even try to do a swing through move or anything. He just caught it. He said, I'm shooting this thing. And silly Lou Dort put his hand in the cookie jar and fouls him. Trapped in the 90s. What's up, trapped in the 90s? Marcus Miller. What's up, Marcus Miller? We'll be having a good time tonight. My guy, The Fleas, with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, brother. He said, hit the likes. Go, Knicks. Yes, sir. Wembanyama knocks down yet another free throw. Chaos Kid. What's up, Chaos Kid? Vic P. What's up, Vic? Stir Show said, bad start for OKC morale? I think they'll be all right. It's a quick start, right? It's a quick start. Robert Sampson, what's up, Rob? Knicks are going to lose to Cleveland. Mark my words. Good luck with that, brother. Good look at that. Nixon 4 until proven otherwise. Wemby knocks down both free throws. It's 5-0. Minute into the game, here comes SGA after touching the ball for the first time, bringing it down now against Castle. They get over to Harnstein. Wembanyama just absolutely disrespecting him, standing in the paint. Harnstein out by the three-point line. They do not care about that man. They get over to SGA up top. Champagny hedges out hard. SGA attacking to his right, down the lane, gets stripped. No fouls called. Harper picks it up. We're pushing the other way. Dylan Harper swings it out. Champagny, left wing three. Julian Champagny can't get it to go. Wembanyama can't get the tip. Second tip can't get it. Third tip goes up and in. He said, get your weight up. Chet Holmgren in the paint. Going right over him. I know he's big. I know he's tall. But come on, Chet Holmgren. You're not going to be able to just out-height people in this matchup here. SGA has it in the mid-range. Pump fake, leans in, off glass, way off, can't get it to go. Loose ball. Harper picks it up, and he's bringing it down the other way already. Oklahoma City looks out of sorts. Harper picks up his handle, hands it off to Vassell, swings it over to Castle. Castle on the right wing. Dancing with it against SGA, driving it down, stops, turns, loses the handle on the ball. SGA picks it up, and he's pushing the other way. SGA is going to be picked up by Vassell. They get over to J-Dub. J-Dub's going to be guarded by Champagny. He spins off of him, coming to his right, gets into the mid-range, kicks it over to the Ludor, right corner three. He's open. He can't get it to go. Rebounded by Castle. Gets it over to Wembanyama. Wemby will bring the ball down. He has it up top, being guarded by Holmgren. He crosses over, crosses back over to his left, picks up the handle, and he gets fouled by Chet Holmgren. Wemby's already drawn 2 fouls on the Oklahoma City Thunder so far. 1 on Ludor, 1 on Chet Holmgren. He not playing here tonight. He is indeed not playing. Mark, what's up, Mark? Keenan Hart said definitely want San Antonio to win this. I'm with you. I'm with you. I want San Antonio to win this too. More so because I want Oklahoma City up out of here. Get them up out of here. I also love the fact that we haven't had back-to-back champions in like 7 years. Keep that trend going as well. Get the reigning champs out of here. Champagny down the lane, kicks it out to Harper, a right corner three from him. He can't get it to go. Good box out from J-Dub on Wemby. Holmgren comes in for the rebound. He's bringing it down the other way. Vassell picks him up over to J-Dub. Quick crossover to his right on the rookie. Harper flips it up at the rim, and a foul is called with J-Dub going to the basket. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws to try and finally put the Oklahoma City Thunder up on the board. It's 7-0 so far. They have yet to make a field goal. Bruce Fowler said, we have to put some white or orange T-shirts on our seats tomorrow. They better come correct, I'll tell you that. And I have no doubt in my mind that the crowd will come correct, but I want to see a sea, like you said, of blue and orange out there, for sure. Alex Caruso is going to check in here. Who does he come in for? Alex Caruso comes in for Harnstein. Of course, got to get that bum up out of there. He's hurting the team. SGA has it up top, being guarded by Vassell. SGA's dancing with it. SGA crosses over, sidestep, puts up the 3 over Vassell. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. He hit the floor looking for a foul. He doesn't get it. Here comes Castle bringing it down the other way. Castle has it at the half-court line, being guarded by SGA. Castle lobs it down low to Wembanyama. He's being guarded by Caruso, and Wemby throws a wild pass to the corner. And Wembanyama, I think, saying, my bad, rushed it too much. Got to take advantage of the mismatch. They put Alex Caruso on Wembanyama just to try and throw him off here. Let's see if it works. They worked on that possession. They go over to Ludor, pump fakes, gets it over to SGA. He swings through to his right, has it in the paint, kicks out to Caruso. Wide open straightaway 3. They're going to leave him open and dare him to shoot it. And Caruso, they didn't put J-Dub at the foul line, by the way. It was side out of bounds. But Caruso finally gets him up on the board with a 3-point make basket, and he's going to have to make a lot of those because Wembanyama's going to refuse to guard him here in this series. Castle has it up top, being guarded by Caruso. They go over to Champagny, catches, jab step, now puts up the 3 over Holmgren, and he responds right back with the 3 of his own. It's 10-3 now. San Antonio holding control of the game so far. J-Dub bringing it down, spins, kicks it over to Caruso, pump fakes, inside pass, gets picked off by Vassell, and the Spurs defense is up to an 11 right now. They get over to Vassell, back to Harper, as the trailer for a 3 off the back rim, can't get it to go, bounces over the backboard and out of bounds. Ball will go to San Antonio. To Oklahoma City. It's out of bounds off of San Antonio. My guy, Mike Hirsch. Appreciate you, Mike Hirsch, and your contributions to the community, brother. Appreciate you. 8:05 to go. SGA bringing it down. Wembanyama will pick him up. He leans in, gets to the foul line, kicks it out. Caruso straightaway 3, another one off the back rim that time, rebounded by Champagny. And San Antonio will happily give wide open 3s to Alex Caruso. They do not trust that man at all. Champagny off the catch, off the handoff action, comes up short on the 3-point shot on the left wing. J-Dub gets a running start on the rebound, steps through down the lane, gets blocked by Vassell at the rim. What an athletic defensive play. Harper over to Champagny, over to Castle, back to Champagny. And he gets fouled by J-Dub, and J-Dub looking annoyed and frustrated, looking for a foul call on the other end. Brother, you just got swatted at the rim. Get your weight up, big dog. Get to the basket, get yourself a bucket. Don't complain to the official. Mike Hurst said, everybody smash the like to support the channel. Appreciate you, Mike. Appreciate you, brother. Getting a couple of more substitutions in the game right now. J-Dub out, AJ Mitchell in. J-Dub, brother, you better start playing better because AJ Mitchell's coming for your spot. Castle has it up top, attacking to his left. Driving it, spinning it, in the lane, goes up. A lot of contact. A foul is eventually called. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws aggressively. He saw J-Dub come out of the game. He saw AJ Mitchell in here, and he said, hey, congratulations on all the praise you got in that LA series. You can't guard me. Took him right to the rim with a couple of power dribbles, spun off of him, and got the foul going to the basket. He's at the foul line for 2 free throws now. NBM said J-Dub gassed. It is his first game back. Let's cut him a little bit of slack. It is his first game back. Castle knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Keldon Johnson's going to come in, but first we're going to get a timeout from the Thunder. First, we're going to get a timeout from the Oklahoma City Thunder here. It's 11-3. When we come out of the timeout, Steph Castle will have his one more free throw. Tay Cowboy said, I'm not shocked. I mean, here's the thing. This is the exact thing that a lot of people thought might happen with this Thunder team. It's the old rest versus rust debate. And right now, Oklahoma City showing a lot of rust. SGA 0 for 2 from the field, not looking overly aggressive right now. We'll see if that continues as the game goes on. Nick Yak, what's up, Yak? Spurs just need to take care of the ball, and I like their chances. Great point, Yak, absolutely. I mean, we talk about the possession battle being important in every single matchup, every single game. I think it's the single most important stat at this point in basketball, or counting stat at this point in basketball. Winning the possession battle. It doesn't always dictate who's going to win the game, but it's a great marker to go look at to see who has the advantage in the game. Usually the team that's winning is also winning the possession battle. It's incredibly important. How do you win the possession battle? Rebounding and limiting turnovers, right? You want as many shots at the rim as possible. You want to give yourself as many chances to score as possible. And also, it doesn't allow the other team to get out and run to get easier shots at the basket and transition or out on the break, right? So we're looking at Oklahoma City. They're not causing San Antonio to turn the ball over at all. They're not grabbing offensive rebounds to try and get easier shots at the basket, whereas the San Antonio Spurs, Wembanyama has two offensive rebounds. It resulted in 2 points, his own tip-ins that he missed. He's got 4 points, 3 rebounds so far. But they were able to get stops on this Thunder team. The only shot they've made was an Alex Caruso wide open straightaway 3 that the San Antonio Spurs are intentionally giving up. They're like, please swing the ball to Alex Caruso. Have him shoot 10, 11, 12 threes tonight. We don't care. We literally don't care. Maybe he'll make 4 of them. Maybe, right? And at some point, he'll miss enough where he'll just stop taking them. He'll lose confidence. He'll stop taking them, right? They are not concerned one bit about Alex Caruso open threes. Brother, you better knock 3, 4 of them down to get them to start guarding you out on the perimeter, because as of right now, Wembanyama is like, please pass that ball to Alex Caruso and have him shoot. Wembanyama is guarding Alex Caruso and in the same sense not guarding him at all. He's his responsibility, and Wembanyama is like, please pass the ball to that white bald man over there to shoot the 3. We know he can't shoot it. Mighty Montrell, what's up, Montrell? This is the same kind of start I expect from the Knicks, but once that rust is gone, it's going to be a real battle. This very well could be the kind of start we see from the Knicks. Good point, Montrell. It's part of the reason why I brought up the rest versus rust debate, because it's been something that's been talked about ever since the Knicks swept the Philadelphia 76ers, and we knew that the Cleveland-Detroit series was going to at least go to 6 games. Ever since then, it was like, oh, well, now they're going to have about a week off until the next game. So what are they going to look like when they come out? Hopefully it's not entirely like this. Hopefully they're a little bit more locked in. To be fair, the Knicks have been more locked in than the Thunder. I said this before, especially when we covered that Thunder-Lakers game. I haven't been overly impressed with the way the Thunder have played. I know everybody's just like, well, they've been awesome in the playoffs, haven't they? They've swept their first 2 rounds. And I'm like, I mean, they've been good, and they've been very good, but I don't know if they've been great. I wouldn't even consider this the best they've played this season, as opposed to the Knicks, where I'm like, this is the best the Knicks have played all season long, right? I think there's just a different sort of air between the two teams right now, and sort of different track that they're on. Keenar said, Wemby can play deep drop on Caruso and still protect the rim? Absolutely, and that's exactly what he's doing. As a matter of fact, he's not even playing a deep drop. He's literally just not guarding him. I'm telling you, Kinohara, if anybody's not watching the game and they're just listening to the commentary, appreciate you, by the way. He's literally just not guarding him. He's not like playing in a drop. He's not like daring him to shoot. He's just like, please swing the ball to that man, and I'm going to get in position to rebound. I don't care. I don't care that he's open from 3. I don't believe he can make that. Castle does knock down the second free throw out of the timeout. Here we go. SGA bringing it down off the forecourt press from Castle, and Castle picks up a foul at the half-court line, bumping SGA. TT in the morning. What's up, TT? Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you're doing well. I know it was a tough night the other night, but I hope you're doing well now. OKC have had slow starts so far in these playoffs, which is not great. Not great. You know, you can overcome slow starts against the Lakers. You can overcome slow starts against the Suns, especially considering the Suns were hampered in that first round. San Antonio is going to be a different matchup. Can they overcome it? Sure. They're still the Thunder, still the best team in the league. But Caruso open from three, pump fake, driving it past Wemby, goes to the rim, gets the layup to go. Wembanyama that time thought about closing out to Alex Caruso because he made one already, and that's what Caruso's going to have to do. He's going to have to make threes. Wembanyama again caught in that spot right there. Brother, don't guard him. Follow your own game plan. Keldon Johnson swings it over to Vassell in the left wing. They're trying to get it to Wemby. They can't. Caruso gets the steal. Great defense from him. He's pushing the pace down the other way, going all the way to the rim. Finger roll layup. He got it to go. Alex Caruso has scored all 7 points for the Oklahoma City Thunder so far. And we're getting a timeout from the San Antonio Spurs now. Alex Caruso, old man Alex Caruso. Is he really that old? Not really, but he's the elder statesman of this Thunder team. Extremely young Thunder team. Went at Wembanyama that time, got to the chest, got the finger roll layup, and then got the steal on Wembanyama. Not able to get post positioning on him. And getting out on the break. And this is what we talked about. Limit the turnovers. That time they turned it over, allowed the Thunder to get out on the break and get an easy finger roll layup at the basket before Wemby can come back and protect that basket. Mike Hirsch said Caruso isn't going to keep Wemby honest. Well, Wemby's going to have to keep himself honest, right? The game plan, clearly, the first two shots that Alex Caruso took were wide open threes, or the first two shots were wide open threes in which Wembanyama just actively did not guard him. Didn't even look to come out to contest. He missed the first one, he made the first one, missed the second one, and then Wembanyama hesitated just enough. Thought maybe let me hedge out and scare him a little bit from three because he did just make a three earlier. And in doing so, just that one jab step out to Caruso, which, by the way, Wembanyama's a million feet tall with a crazy wingspan. But just that split-second step, I mean, these are the greatest athletes in the world. Caruso, not even like the quickest player in the league, not the fastest player in the league, but just able to clear that space, get into the body of Wemby and get the finger roll layup at the rim just by getting Wembanyama to even think about possibly guarding him out on the perimeter, which is why you just can't guard Caruso out there. Don't guard him. The only impact he could really have on you, one, is if the three-point shot is just going to be on fire, which maybe it would have, maybe it wouldn't have. Now we're not going to know because Caruso's just got 2 quick layups. We'll see if that continues here tonight. But Spurs are going to have to follow their game plan, and that was undisciplined game plan following from Victor Wembanyama on that possession there. Nagyak said, don't force it, don't turn it over. Yeah, I mean, this is why they put Alex Caruso immediately into the game for Isaiah Hartenstein, because that bum can't guard Wembanyama, whereas Alex Caruso, they're going to bait him. They're going to bait. This is the game plan whenever, I talk about this all the time because it's one of my biggest pet peeves. Whenever a team goes to a guard to defend the big man, right? And in this case, they took Hartenstein out of the game. They put Alex Caruso in. They say, Alex Caruso, you're matching up with Wembanyama at the defensive end. Now, Alex Caruso is a phenomenal defender, one of the best perimeter defenders in the league, especially come playoff time. He's big and strong, and he's going to try and get under Wembanyama to push him off the spot as best as he can. And in doing so, the Spurs are now looking like, well, let's get the ball to Wembanyama. He's got the size mismatch against Alex Caruso. He threw that in there, got picked off by Alex Caruso. It was a bad pass. Caruso's not giving him an inch in the post, knocked him off his balance. The ball was nowhere near Wemby. Alex Caruso was easily able to grab it and go off the other way. K-Hub, what's up, K-Hub? I got the shakes waiting for tomorrow's start. Go Knicks. Oh, I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. A2YSSA, what's up, A2? Hope you're having a good time. Right? Cool. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Mike Hurst said valid. Wemby's youth came into play on that. Got to be disciplined in your game plan. He hesitated there. He said, maybe, do I get out on him? And just that split hesitation, just that split hedge out or jab out to Caruso gave him just enough space, just enough time, got Wemby off balance just enough to take advantage of his misplacement on the court and got to the rim for the layup against him. Ozar said, game of the year, century, hour. Nagyak said, Wemby isn't perfect, but the things he can do are special. Yeah, I mean, no player is perfect. But you got to have game plan discipline. You're in the conference finals. Can't have too many mistakes at this point, and that's why people always talk about the youth aspect of these teams. Hard to win when you don't have the experience of playing in this high-level basketball. Game plan discipline is one of the most important things. What a pass from Castle down low to Wemby, who just smokes a layup at the rim. Come on, Wemby. Beautiful pass from Castle, but it ends up in 0 points. Now here comes SGA, steps back, foul line, fall away. Got it to go for SGA, and we're back to a single possession game. Here come the Thunder. Here comes Steph Castle bringing it down. Up top being guarded by Lou Dort. Approaching the halfway point of this first quarter, it's 12-9 now. Castle coming to his left. Gets it out to Keldon Johnson. Wide open straightaway three. The Thunder will dare him to shoot, and he'll make him pay, knocking down that three right there. I don't know if they want to leave him that wide open. I think there was also a lot of miscommunication going on in that play. Too many guys focused on Wembanyama rolling to the rim. They left Keldon Johnson wide open. Here comes SGA coming off the screen, gets to the foul line, pull-up jumper. Too strong, can't get it to go. Maybe saw Wembanyama coming over for the contest and thought just a split second more about it. Keldon Johnson down the lane, gets stripped by Caruso, saves it over to SGA, and they're pushing the other way. Castle stuck in the backcourt. SGA is going to be picked up by Vassell. He sees blood. He goes down into the paint, kicks out the Holmgren, deep left corner, swings it out the door. Left wing three over Keldon Johnson. Too strong, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Vassell. They get over to Champagny. They get it over to Castle. Castle will walk it down. 5:30 to go here. Castle has it up top, being guarded by Caruso. They swing it over to Wemby on the right wing, being guarded by Holmgren. Wemby, jab step. Now he's going to take it off the dribble and look to dance. He's got one foul on Holmgren already. He gets to the baseline pull-up jumper. Can't get it to go down. Battle for the loose ball rebound. Holmgren ends up with it after being knocked loose by Johnson. And now here comes SGA bringing it down the other way with a little over 5 minutes to go. SGA up top, picked up by Castle. Coming to his left. Now crossing over to his right. The rescreen from Holmgren. Dancing with it against Keldon Johnson. Swinging it in the corner to Caruso. They get it back to SGA. 8 on the shot clock. He's going to go to work. They get it back to Caruso. Left corner three. Is he feeling it? Oh, Alex Caruso is feeling it, y'all. You let him get a couple of easy ones. He knocked down the three already and make that 10 points for Alex Caruso here. He's got 10 of their 12 points so far. Castle down the lane. They kick it out to Keldon Johnson, right corner three. He can't get it to go down. That time well contested by Holmgren. Rebound knocked over to Caruso. He's been a game changer so far here tonight. And now here comes SGA crossing over to his right off the Caruso screen. Has it on the baseline. Spins. They kick it over to Caruso. They get over to AJ Mitchell. Over to Dort. Dort will fire a left wing three. Dort will miss a left wing three. Lou Dort firing away, but barely hitting rim on some of these moon ball threes. Castle coming to his right, down the lane against Caruso, leans in, pump fake, steps through, lefty layup, can't get it to go, but draws a foul. It's going to the foul line for 2 free throws yet again here. We know that this Thunder team can be prone to fouling at times, especially if the officials don't let them get away with murder on the defensive end. And why is the commentary on the game messed up for anybody else? My goodness. Keenor said, Caruso, say what you want. He is a 2-time champion. I mean, Alex Caruso is absolutely one of the best role players of this generation for sure. It's not even close. He's phenomenal. He's one of the league's premier role players. If there was a role player Hall of Fame, Alex Caruso is in it. He is the premier role player of this generation. Castle knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Chet Holmgren and Caruso go to the bench now. Caruso with 10 points, 4 for 5 from the field. The rest of the team, 2 points, 1 for 9 from the field. SGA also comes out of the game. Let's see if the Thunder can manage to score some baskets without those two guys. They literally have all 12 of their points. Here comes AJ Mitchell bringing it down. He was spectacular in the Lakers series. Can he continue that kind of game here in this series with a much better perimeter defense? They get it over to Harnstein, who hands it off to J-Dub, coming to his left off the handoff, down in the paint, goes to the basket, scoop away with the right hand, got it to go. Wembanyama no longer in the paint to protect it. They're not as worried about Luke Cornett down there, even though Luke Cornett's a decent rim protector, but not to the level of Wembanyama, of course. Harper coming to his left, stops, pass fake, kicks it out to Castle. Castle up top, being guarded by Kason Wallace. He stops and pops on the straightaway three, can't get it to go. J-Dub the rebound. He's pushing it the other way. J-Dub up top, picked up by Barnes, coming to his right up the Harnstein screen. He gets to the foul line, pull-up jumper, comes up short, rebound back to J-Dub, pump fakes in the lane, throws up the floater. He gets the soft bounce off the front of the rim. He gets it to drop down. It's a 1-point game, 3:30 to go here. And J-Dub immediately coming back into the game, scoring two quick buckets for 4 points. And they get it over to Cornett up top. Cornett fakes the hand up. Nope. Tries to get it over. They can't. They get over to AJ Mitchell instead. It leaves it off for Lou Dort. Lou Dort gets it off to J-Dub for a two-handed slam out on the break there. And it's 18-17 with 3 minutes to go. J-Dub immediately 6 quick points since coming back into the game. Defense leading the offense on that possession. Harper has it up top being guarded by Mitchell. Harper coming to his right, off the Vassell screen. Driving it down off a Cornett screen. Harper step back three for him. He starts off extremely cold here in the starting lineup. He was spectacular in the previous series. Not so much here tonight. Jared McCain blows past the defender. Gets the scoop layup to go past Devin Vassell there. Jared McCain is indeed getting minutes here, and just like that, it's a 3-point lead for the Oklahoma City Thunder now. It was indeed a slow start, shaking off the rust now. Let's see if the Spurs can manage some offense here without De'Aaron Fox, without Victor Wembanyama. Steph Castle, Devin Vassell, Dylan Harper, they're going to have to lead the way here. Castle has it up top, dances with it against Mitchell, crosses over to his right, down the lane, layup. Got it to go, end the foul for Steph Castle, going to the foul line for one more free throw. It's going to be his 5th free throw attempt of the night already. He can tie it up at 20 points here. Iron Wolf with the Iron Wolf. Bible said OKC adjusting to Wemby being out and using speed when Wemby is out. OKC is a game plan. I mean, they're trying to do the same thing when Wemby's in the game too, brother. It's not just when Wemby is out. They're trying to get out and run as much as possible. It's easier to turn a team over when their best player's off the court, though. Oh, that did look like a goaltend, but it did go through the basket on the previous layup attempt from Jared McCain, so it didn't matter. It was 2 points anyway. Castle misses the free throw. 2:20 to go here in this first quarter. Here comes J-Dub bringing it down, coming to his left off the Harnstein screen. Crossing over, down the lane, scoop layup right past Luke Cornett. Just too quick for slow-footed Luke Cornett to defend the paint there. And now here comes Castle bringing it down. Castle has it up top, being guarded by Kason Wallace. Coming to his left, driving it down in the paint, leans in, throws up the floater. Got it to go down for Steph Castle, who was looking for a foul too. He didn't get it. Castle with the floor, and J-Dub is immediately pushing it down the other way. The rookie Harper's going to pick him up. They leave it off for Harnstein, who leaves it off for McCain. McCain sets and fires a 3 over Castle. Too strong, can't get it to go. Vassell the rebound. It is 21-22. Castle gets it over to Harper. Harper will bring it down against J-Dub here. Harper pulls it out. He's going to run a pick and roll with Cornett. Coming to his left off the screen. Harper in the mid-range. Crossing over to his right in the lane. Bump. Little fall-away jumper in the paint. Throws up an air ball, but that's because he's fouled, and he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Hacking and whacking away. Continues here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. That is now 2 fouls on J-Dub, and we got 2 fouls on A.J. Mitchell. They're 2 wings. They're 2 star wings. Trying to find a balance between the 2 of them now that J-Dub is back. Harnstein's going to sub out. J. Will is going to sub in. Big man J. Will. We got J-Dub and J. Will. Captain Mast, what's up, Captain Mast? Got to make the free throws. Got to make the free throws. Mike Hurst said pace is rapid. Back and forth they go. Back and forth they go. As Dylan Harper does knock down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. We're tied at 22. Spurs can take the lead. Captain Mast said, Castle made me aware of his name last game. Oh, brother, we've been aware of Steph Castle going back to high school, but really made his name at UConn. Don't know why that man wasn't the first overall pick in his draft. We were calling for it. I mean, I was calling for either him or Klingon. I would have taken either of the UConn kids. And they would have been better options than Zachary Rizashay, I'll tell you that. They get over to J. Will up top. Big man J. Will, that is, who hands it off to SGA, who's back in the game. SGA is going to dance with it against Keldon Johnson. Steps through down the lane. They kick it out to Kason Wallace. A right wing 3 from him. He rattles it in. Kason Wallace, big time shot there. Gonna have to get some points off the bench. Jared McCain's already delivered with a layup, and now Kason Wallace delivers with a 3-point make. The Oklahoma City Thunder are 3 for 9 from 3-point range. The Spurs are 3 for 10, so about even in that regard. It is a 2-point game here. Harper has it up top. I forgot to give Harper the other free throw, by the way. Harper spins off of Wallace in the lane, puts up the floater, can't get it to go. Wemby comes flying in for the tip up and in, and we're tied at 25 with under a minute to go here. Oklahoma City bringing it down. SGA up top being guarded by Harper. A tough matchup for the rookie. SGA coming off his 2nd straight MVP award. They swing it over J-Dub wide open in the right corner. They brought over an easy double team, but J-Dub can't make him pay as he misses the open corner 3. Vassell will walk it down and get it over to Harper. They're going to hold it. Doesn't look like they're going to go 2 for 1, but there is a 13-second difference between game clock and shot clock, so the Thunder will have the last possession of the game. At this point, you just want to look for the best shot you can get and wind down the clock as much as you can. Harper coming to his right. Now coming to his right again off a Wemby screen. Going all the way to the rim. Goes to the basket. Finger roll layup. Got it to go for Dylan Harper. Explosive move for Dylan Harper. Here comes SGA walking it down. They immediately throw a double team at him. They want the ball out of his hands. They get over to J-Dub. J-Dub up top being guarded by Keldon Johnson. Driving to his right, behind his back to his left. Pump fake. Draws the foul. He's going to the foul line for 2. Got Keldon Johnson up in the air with the pump fake. And there's 2.7 seconds to go. And J-Dub will go to the foul line for 2. J-Dub's looked rusty to start. He's rounding back into form into what the J-Dub we expect to be is. Also, let's make this full screen. Yanar said Alex Sarr was fine too. Yeah. Yeah, literally anybody but Reza Shea. Everybody was fine, except for, I don't know why they took Reza Shea. Reza Shea never even crossed my mind as a possible number 1 pick. But that's besides the point. J-Dub makes the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Bible said Keldon will struggle to adjust the J-Dub, but we'll get it together after the first game. We'll see. We'll see. J-Dub's a tough cover. Keldon Johnson is probably the best matchup for him, size and strength-wise. J-Dub goes 2 for 2 from the foul line. We're tied at 27. There's 2 seconds to go. Spurs have just enough time for 1 or 2 dribbles and then a heave. They get it in the castle. Takes 2 dribbles. Ball knocked out of his hands by Wallace. He picks it off. And that will be the end of the first quarter right there. We're tied at 27 after a slow start. Thunder got it together, and we're tied at 27. Here we go. Conference finals are off, baby. They are off. Here we go. Mighty Montreal said, I think Wemby is going to struggle with the pace of the series. Not only does OKC like to run, they do, but the young guards around Wemby are going to want to match that pace. Yeah, and we've seen Wembanyama struggle at the end of the games with his conditioning. Part of it is obviously he's dealt with injuries, but also I think the biggest reason is that he just doesn't have a ton of experience playing well into the 40-minute mark of basketball games. So we'll see if he's going to be able to keep pace in the series. You're right. You're right. The pace of the series is definitely going to be very important. It could also turn into a free throw fest. We know both sides like to lean in and grift for fouls, as almost everybody in the league does at this point. But if SGA starts to get a ton of free throws, the game slows down a lot. So the pace will slow down. Keenar said, Wemby was most valuable to me. He got a couple of first place votes. It's not a super unpopular opinion. Got a couple of first place votes. Bible said, De'Aaron Fox is watching and learning. Trust me. That's awesome, brother. You have 4 games to figure it out. And if they punt away game 1 because De'Aaron Fox wants to maybe have a healthier ankle for the rest of the series, despite the fact that he could probably play today, that's a bad decision. Now, if he can play, if it's just to the point where he can't play and they were like, listen, just sit this one out, it's not worth it because you could really mess up your ankle even worse, fine. But if he didn't play to maybe get the ankle a little bit healthier moving forward into the series, this is not the regular season. You have 4 losses and you're out. If you give away a game here, you have 3 losses remaining before you're out. And that might be a lack of experience decision knowing, this opportunity, the Spurs aren't guaranteed to get back here next year, right? Knock on all the wood in the world, of course, but injuries happen. Windows close quickly. What if Wemby's not available for the playoff run next year? What if Castle's not available? What if Harper's not available for the playoff run next year? Can you win a championship without those guys? Probably not. Everybody's healthy this year. Go for it. Go for it. Bible said we're not punting, we're healing and learning. There is no learning left to do. You are in the conference finals, Bible. This is not the regular season. You are not scouting in game 1 of the conference finals. Now, whether you win or lose does not dictate whether or not you win or lose the series, of course. But if you can play, you got to play. You got to help your team. Even if you're like, you know what, I'm limited to 20 minutes now, come off the bench. Fine. But to not give them anything here tonight, hopefully it doesn't come back to bite the Spurs, but we'll see. We're tied at 27 here. Gabriel Gobi said maybe a technical decision leaning into Harper moment. That's a terrible idea. De'Aaron Fox is one of your better players, if not your second best player, and a lead point guard against a absolutely tenacious perimeter defensive team in the Oklahoma City Thunder that can throw waves and waves of perimeter defenders at you. To be like, well, let's see what the rookie Dylan Harper has is an absolute terrible decision that I don't think the Spurs made. Fungpei said, what's up, Fungpei? Slapped you like because I don't have the proper subscription to watch the game. I'm just going to trust whatever you say. Appreciate you, Fungpei. Both of the conference finals are on actual channels. They're not on streaming services. So the Western Conference Finals will be on NBC networks as well as Peacock, if you have Peacock. And then the Eastern Conference Finals will be on ESPN/ABC. Nikki, what's up, Nikki? Bible said De'Aaron Fox will come in with 5 steals, 20 points, 13 assists. Watch. It doesn't matter if they lose game 1. I don't care if he scores 40 points the rest of the series in every single game. You don't punt away games in the playoffs. Again, hopefully they could win without him. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite them here tonight. But it better be a seriously banged up ankle that he can't play on. Here we go. Start of the second quarter. Kayson Wallace bringing it down against Harper. Coming to his right. Rookie Carter Bryant switches onto him. They get over to Caruso. Caruso being guarded by Wembanyama. They lob it over the top to SGA. They get it over to, I can't see who it is because of this terrible, horrific angle. What is this camera angle? They swing it over to Kason Wallace for a three. Can't get it to go down. Is that Aaron Wiggins out there? That is Aaron Wiggins out there. Can we stop with this horrendous camera angle? What are we doing? NBC, what is this? You can barely tell who has the ball and what's going on because the angle can't really show the player properly. Dylan Harper up top swings it over to Champagnie, back to Harper, coming to his right down the lane in the corner. Keldon Johnson a three. I couldn't tell who that was because the camera angle's so off. Here comes SGA the other way. SGA on the right wing, picked up by Champagnie. He's going to dance with it, coming to his right. Sees Wembanyama in the area. Picks up his handle, they swing it over to Kason Wallace. Extra pass in the corner to Aaron Wiggins along the baseline over to Caruso. He'll line up the right corner three. Caruso barely grazes the rim. Too strong, can't get it to go. Wembanyama with the rebound will bring it down the other way. Finally got a normal camera angle. My goodness. Keldon Johnson up top being guarded by Kason Wallace. They get over to Dylan Harper. Harper directing traffic, calling out a set. Being guarded by Caruso, behind the back, coming to his left, runs right into rookie Carter Bryant. The rookies running into each other. Not a good moment here with the shot clock winding down. Carter Bryant's got to throw up a deep three off the back rim, can't get it to go. Horrific moment there between the two rookies running into each other. In transition, Aaron Wiggins, the left corner three, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama, getting back into the play. Here comes Harper. All right, run a better play here, Harper. Neither team has yet to score here in the second quarter. Tied at 27, 10:30 to go. Harper has it up top to get over to Keldon Johnson. Back to Harper. Back out Keldon Johnson on the pick and pop, sets himself and fires the straightaway three, and Keldon Johnson knocks down his second three of the game. There you go, Johnson. Getting himself up on the board. Here comes SGA bringing it down against Carter Bryant. Carter Bryant, a good defender for a rookie. But this is the league MVP. Champagnie switches onto him. They've been showing him multiple bodies all night. Champagnie ends up fouling SGA on the step back jumper. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws with 10 minutes to go here. Take how is it NBA doing too much? Just show me the game. I don't need this sweeping sky camera thing coming across the court. I just want to know who's out there and who's catching the ball. That's it. Just show me the game. Crazy. What's up, Crazy? The camera angle got me dizzy. Terrible. Whose decision that was? Whoever's decision that was, demote them. Demote them. Don't fire them. Keep them on staff. Demote them, though. Terrible decision. Horrific decision. I'm not here for your fancy camera work. I'm here for a basketball game. Just show me the action. SGA knocks down both free throws, 30-29, 10 minutes to go here. Harper bringing it down. He has it up top, being guarded by Kason Wallace. Harper dancing with it by the half-court line, coming to his left. A lot of standing around for the Spurs, a lot of palms up in the air. That's what happens when you're missing your starting point guard. Keldon Johnson knocks the rebound out from the Champagnie missed three. They get it inside the Carter Bryant, out to Harper, pass fake. Harper has it up top, dancing with it against Kason Wallace. Sees two defenders to kick it out to Carter Bryant. Hesitates from three, now puts it up off the pass fake, and he gets it to go down. Carter Bryant, confident-looking jump shot there. They're going to need the young kid to knock down shots in this series if he's going to get minutes. Here comes SGA, will bring it down because they'll leave him open. They'll dare him to shoot it. SGA gets in the corner to Aaron Wiggins. He's more than capable. He fires up the three. Can't get it to go. Dylan Harper comes flying in and gets that rebound away from J. Will. And they get it over to Wembanyama, bringing it down against J. Will. Wembanyama, quick crossover to his right, swings it out to Harper. Right wing three for Dylan Harper. Harper got it to go. Back-to-back threes from the two rookies for the San Antonio Spurs. Causes a timeout from the Oklahoma City Thunder. 36-29, 7-point lead. Mike Hurst said, I also hate when someone hits a shot and the camera follows that player looping down the court, not the team moving the ball. That's what I'm saying, Mike. Show me the game. I don't need these after-camera cuts, or these after-shot camera cuts, I should say. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. Susan said, Bruce, are you talking about a timeout from a Matador? What are we talking about? Mighty Montreal said, not fire them. LO, take that garbage to Hollywood. I mean, I don't want to call for anybody's job. It's hard out there in the world. Stay employed, but demote that person. You are no longer in charge of deciding and coming up with ideas on how to make the game more interesting to watch. Because you know what? All you got to do is show the action. That's it. I don't need your wildly weird sweeping camera angles that makes me lose focus and disorients me as to where the basketball is in relation to the court and who has the ball. And then when they swing the ball into the corner, I can't see who has the ball in the corner because the camera angle is so terrible. We have perfected where the cameras go. Right? When broadcasting basketball, we have perfected where the cameras go. It is perfect. It is perfect where it is. You can see everybody individually on the court on both sides. All you got to do is pan the camera from one side to the other side, and that is it. Let's not get fancy now. Let's not overthink this. Let's not overproduce this. It is very simple. A2 said, Harper low-key carry. I mean, that was Dylan Harper's 7 points, 4 boards, 3 assists. He is doing a little bit of everything tonight. He is playing excellently. Victor Wembanyama already has 8 rebounds, by the way. He's out there hooping his butt off. 36-29 so far. Back-to-back threes from the rookies, by the way. Carter Bryant hit a three. Dylan Harper hits that three. Keldon Johnson's at 2 threes. Wembanyama's 2 for 6 from the floor. A lot of those shot attempts are technically tips at the rim, not real shot attempts. So not even getting the ball into Wemby's hands that often right now. Thunder are doing a good job. Alex Caruso doing a good job of keeping the ball away from Victor Wembanyama right now, but it's allowing other guys to go off. You're going to have to give something up. And if you're going to overplay Victor Wembanyama, which obviously is not a bad game plan, keep the ball out of that guy's hands, but you're going to have to make sure you're flying around defensively to get out to these other shooters. Keldon Johnson, Carter Bryant, Dylan Harper, and Champagnie, who's 1 for 4 from the field so far, have all had open looks from the perimeter. At some point, they're going to start falling down. Gyro Castro, what's up, Gyro? When there's too many guys. Too many guys open. Right? At least the Spurs are like, we'll leave that one guy open. We'll leave Caruso open. That's it. Everybody else we'll stay glued to. We're not going to give you guys open looks. Nick Yak said, going to cheap seats view is so stupid. Terrible. Terrible decision. Stir Show said, them boards are important. Absolutely. 8 rebounds for Victor Wembanyama is incredibly important for sure. Take obviously said the NFL does that too. Annoying. Yeah, at least here's the thing with the NFL though, is that there are stoppages in play, and then there's obviously a height count. So they normally don't do it during the action. They normally do it while everybody's lined up, and they give you a different view of the field. And I think that can be cool. Those are the moments you can play around with the camera angles, but not during the action, right? Like, you wouldn't cut to that camera angle just as they say hike and the quarterback drops back for a play action pass, and then you cut to a wild eagle bird's eye view camera angle where it's sweeping across the field, because then you're like, wait, where's the quarterback? Where are all the receivers? What was the play? Like, if you're really in tune to the football game and you're trying to figure out what's going on, and you're not just watching the game like a casual like I would, but if you're really tuned in and you're trying to figure out what the defense is and what the offense is trying to do to counteract the defense, that is disorienting and nobody likes it. Don't do that. Bible said 8 rebounds in the first. Wemby's finishing with at least 20? I wouldn't necessarily say that. We'll see. We'll see. Possible, for sure. We've seen him do it before. They get over to Caruso up top. We're back into it. We're under 9 to go. They get it out to SGA. They've done a good job of keeping SGA limited here so far. SGA with the fancy dribbling. They get it in the corner. Pump fake, sidestep 3 for Aaron Wiggins. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Wembanyama yet again. 9. He's on the verge of a double-double already, although he only has 6 points. Here comes Harper bringing it down. He has it up top, being guarded by Keyshawn Wallace. Harper standing by the half-court line. They get over to Carter Bryant, who hands it off to Keldon Johnson. Johnson gets it up top to Harper. Harper coming to his right off a Wembanyama screen. A lot of standing around. Not enough movement here for the Spurs. Harper throws up the mid-range follow-away jumper. Rattles in and out halfway down, but it ultimately pops out. Jay Will with the rebound. He's bringing it down the other way. Gets it over to SGA. SGA up top, dancing with it as Champagnie switches onto him. Stops, sees a double team. They kick it over. Keyshawn Wallace, wide open left wing 3 in the pick and pop. He can't get it to go. Off the double team, Champagnie the rebound. Difference is right now, Spurs are knocking down their open looks. Oklahoma City are not. Wembanyama gets fouled by Alex Caruso. That is 1 foul on Caruso. That is 1 foul on Alex Caruso, I believe, here. Or maybe his second. That is his second foul. Yeah, I remember the first one. Robert Kling said, this is not a George Lucas. No, indeed, is it not. Rose said, absolutely right, Chevy. Streaming services don't show the entire floor like regular TV. Well, this is regular TV. This is on NBC. This is on NBC. Bruce Fowler said, Mike Tirico is not the first name that comes to mind when I think NBA play-by-play. Sorry, NBC. I'll leave it at that reaction. They try to get it into Castle. Keyshawn Wallace knocks it out of bounds. Keyshawn Wallace not making it easy to inbound the ball here. Bruce Fowler said Peacock doing too much. It's also on NBC. Peacock and NBC. They swing it over to Keldon Johnson. Johnson has it up top, being guarded by... Is that Jaron McCain? Being guarded by McCain. Johnson in and out dribble. Trying to bully ball his way to the rim. He does. Can't get the layup to go, but Wembanyama right there to get the tip up and in right over the back of Chet Holmgren there. It's 38-29. It is a 9-point lead. 7:45 to go here. SGA bringing it down against Carter Bryant. They kick it out to Caruso. Wide open straightaway 3. Again, they're going to leave him open. He knocks it down. But if I'm the Spurs, I'm not overreacting to this. Let Alex Caruso fire away and bomb away from 3 all night long. That's fine. As long as SGA is not shooting, as long as Chet Holmgren is not touching the ball, who has 0 points, 0 shot attempts, by the way, I'm perfectly fine with that. Castle, inside pass, Wembanyama, two-handed slam for Big Vic in the paint. He's starting to get it going. They're finding the big man rolling to the rim. Back up by 8 they go, 40-32. 7:17 to go, 10 points, 10 rebounds, a double-double already for Big Vic. Christian Blaze, what's up, Christian? Alex Caruso keeping them in this? Yeah. He's their leading scorer by a hefty margin. Caruso catches, pump fake. Wemby goes for the pump fake to the rim. Caruso smokes the layup, worried about the Wembanyama chase down block. Just the fear of Wembanyama in the vicinity. Vassell gets caught in the air, saves it over to Carter Bryant at the last second. They get it over to Castle now, being guarded by Kason Wallace, who's digging in defensively here. He's making it difficult for Castle to even catch the ball. Castle, Euros down the lane, loses the handle on the ball, and it's out of bounds off of Castle. Ball's going to go back to the Thunder. No, wait, they changed the call. One official called it to the Spurs. The other official said the Thunder, and the Thunder immediately inbounded it. And here come the Thunder bringing it down. SGA up top, being guarded by Carter Bryant, leans in. They swing it out to Caruso. They leave him wide open from three yet again. Caruso knocks down another one. I'm not overreacting to Alex Caruso knocking down threes. You keep firing away, kid. You keep firing away, Caruso. He's 4 for 6 from three tonight. My goodness, he's got to go in here. I'm not changing the game plan if I'm the Spurs. Castle has it up top, crossing over to his left, driving it down in the paint. Kicks it out. Vassell relocates a straightaway three from him. He comes up short. Rebounded by McCain. Big, strong rebound by McCain. Carter Bryant gets into the passing lane and knock it loose, but Chet Holmgren able to pick it up. Now over to McCain. Back up top to SGA. He's going to go quickly down the lane. Lost a hand on the ball, and Vassell picks it up. And a lot of turnovers here. SGA out of sorts, but Alex Caruso keeping him in the game. Keldon Johnson bullying his way to the basket. Scoop layup with the right hand. Got the finger roll layup to go. Beautiful Gortat screen by, not even a Gortat screen, honestly. It was just a regular screen by Victor Wembanyama getting into the way of McCain trying to guard Keldon Johnson to the rim there. They get it over to Kason Wallace up top. They try to get it to SGA. Carter Bryant making it absolutely difficult right now for SGA. He's driving it down to his right. The kick it over to Caruso. A right corner three from him. He misses that one right there. Like I said, I'm not overreacting to it. Loose ball. Castle saves it. Carter Bryant has it, but they say that Castle was out of bounds. 42-35 right now. I don't know. That looked like a clean save to me. That was close. That was close. We got some spilled beverages, so we're going to take a quick breather just to clean that up, of course. Is that Nickeil Alexander-Walker? Oh, snap. It's Nickeil Alexander-Walker that Steph Castle ran into. SGA's cousin, famously. Never mind, not that quick of a break. We're back into it. Wemby back to the bench. So is SGA out there? SGA back to the bench. A.J. Mitchell in now. A.J. Mitchell gets to the mid-range. Pump fake spins. Got nowhere to go. Kicks it out to McCain. McCain in the paint. Throws it away. Gets picked off by Harper. They get it over to Castle. Castle will bring it down. The defense absolutely locked in here for the San Antonio Spurs. Castle crosses over to his left. Runs right into Cornette. McCain dives for it. Castle able to pick it up. Smartly didn't touch it as it went into the backcourt. Bad decision from McCain there. Luke Cornette grabs it. Gets blocked by Harnstein in the paint. Weak stuff from Luke Cornette in the paint there. Harnstein doing a good job recovering and blocking it. Jay Lopez, what's up, Jay Lopez? Sal Hazari, what's up, Sal? SGA is pathetic? I wouldn't say SGA is pathetic. He's getting locked up right now, I'll tell you that, though. Justice's dad, what's up, brother? Mighty Montreal said Caruso versus the Spurs is not what I expected to see tonight. Not at all. Not at all. Caruso winning the matchup for the most part is not what I expected to see. They throw the ball into the backcourt. Cornette able to save it. Over to Barnes in the paint. Can't get the layup to go. Maybe it looked like Holmgren possibly got a piece of it. Holmgren bringing it down against Barnes. Spins in the lane. Gets caught in the air. Kicks it out McCain. Left wing three. He's open. He can't get it to go. Luke Cornette with a good box out and rebound. Here comes Dylan Harper. Shot out of a cannon. Bringing it down the other way. Now he's going to pull it out. Run some offense. Has it up top. Being guarded by McCain. Behind the back. In the lane. Now driving it down. Manipulating his way. Keeping the dribble alive. Pulling it all the way back out, picked up by Harnstein, over to Barnes, back to Harper. He's going to lick the dance. Harper crosses over between the legs, behind the back, stops along the baseline, pump fake, goes up, gets blocked by Harnstein. The rookie just didn't have enough moves there. They get it over to Holmgren to the rim, gets fouled by Luke Cornette. He's going to the foul line for two. Cornette smacked Holmgren in the face. Smacked him in the face hard, it looks like. So, of course, there's a little mini chest-to-chest fracas. But it's probably just going to be a flagrant on Luke Cornette. Smacked him in the face as Holmgren was going up. Was inadvertent, but you can't go around smacking people in the face, I'll tell you that. Salazar said, when Caruso is your best player, you know your team sucks. I mean, their team doesn't suck, but Caruso being the best player is, they're playing right into the Spurs want. I don't know. That's not a flagrant to me. He slaps the arm, and he goes through the arm and ends up making contact with the face. I don't know. That's just a hard foul from Luke Cornette there. It's a common foul. We'll see what they rule, though. Every time a player gets hit in the face, you're going to have to take a look at it. And he definitely got hit in the face. A2 said, Castle ate too much butter popcorn, ball slipping right out of his hands. Christian Blaze said, get Carter Bryant in there for Cornette ASAP. Yeah, Cornette not helping him out too much right now. They had Carter Bryant in the game. They pulled him out, right? Getting his normal rest here. Jagged Terrier with the Jagged. OKC will get away with fouls. And I mean, both teams getting away with fouls right now. TT in the morning said, between the Donovan Mitchell rant last night and the Cam Review rant today are my favorite highlights from the playoffs so far. Glad you're enjoying yourself, brother. Glad you're enjoying yourself. Nick Yak said, no flagrant. Yeah, I don't think it's a flagrant. I think it's a common foul. It's a hard foul. It's an unfortunate foul. I don't think it's a flagrant or anything like that. Lana Mona said Spurs win game one. Western Conference champions. I mean, they win game one with no Deer and Fox. Be a nice big statement for the Spurs. We've already made a number of statements against this Thunder team. Thunder official review. Let's see, with Zach Zarba. In my opinion, the best official in the NBA. No flagrant. I think that's the correct call. Jagged Terry said teammate flexing not in the bingo card. Speaking of the bingo card, no, it is not. We do have a double-double already by Wemby. We could fill that in. Not often we see double-double be the first spot filled in on our bingo card. Holmgren is at the foul line for 2 free throws. Not often we see the double-double filled in early, being the first spot filled in on our bingo card, but it is indeed the first spot we fill in here today. Jason said, Mitch posted on Embiid was a great moment. My favorite so far. It was fun. It was fun. Holmgren knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Fung Pei said, you said it, and it wasn't. I trusted whatever he's saying, and it happened. Holmgren hit the first free throw. He knocks down the second free throw. 42-37. 4:20 to go. 4:25 to go. Castle will bring it down. Castle gets it over to Cornette. Cornette up top. Hands it off to Vassell. Vassell pump fakes, stops, turns, spins, foul line, pull up. Got it to go for Devin Vassell. It's going to be all hands on deck if you want to beat the Thunder. Everyone's going to have their moments here. J-Dub has it up top, dancing with it, coming to his right. Vassell steps out to switch on to him. J-Dub crossing over to his right, rejecting the Hartenstein screen. Down the lane, throws it up at the rim, off bounds. Maybe looking for a foul. He looked disappointed in something. Maybe the officials, maybe himself, who knows. Here comes Castle pushing it the other way. Crosses over on J-Dub, down the lane, throws up the floater off glass, can't get it to go. He also may be looking for a foul. They didn't give it to him. We love to see that. J-Dub down the lane, got the scoop lay with the right hand to go. And again, looking at the official for a foul. Can y'all just play basketball and stop looking for fouls every single time you go to the rim? Castle spins off of A.J. Mitchell down there in the paint. Tried to throw it out to Vassell there and beautifully picked off by McCain. Great read from him. McCain, bump Euro down the lane, scoop lay with the right hand. Got it to go. What a beautiful move from Jared McCain. Got a little flex to him too as we get a timeout from the San Antonio Spurs. Jared McCain up to what, 6 points now? It's his 4th point, Jared McCain. It's only his 2nd basket, but we need him for 10 points here up on our bingo card. Nick Yak said, Wemby goes to the bench, scoring and flow goes with it. It's almost as if they need another all-star next to him, and preferably maybe a guard, a point guard who could handle the ball and maybe create some offense for their team. If only they had that guy. Oh, yeah, he's resting today. I mean, look, maybe the ankle was that bummed that he couldn't play. He played in 5 and 6, and they said he initially injured the ankle in 4. Maybe he re-aggravated it in 6. Maybe I'm being too harsh on De'Aaron Fox. It's the conference finals, though, man. It's the conference finals. I've watched Josh Hart with a strained abdomen, stretched and ripped apart muscles in his abdomen, go out there and play in playoff basketball. An entire series, he played with that. And De'Aaron Fox can't go out there because his ankle hurts a little bit. Like, come on, man. Come on, it's the conference finals. This is the conference finals. Mark said Fox should be in this game. You're right. Like, I get it. His ankle hurts. He's not 100%. But like I said, if you're not 100% and maybe you can only give your team 20 minutes, Harper could start. Fox can come in when Wemby goes to the bench. Like, you have to have a guy out there to help lead your offense. And you just decided, nah, I can't give it a go. Brother, fight through it. I know it's always a weird position to be in where it's like we're telling athletes to play through pain. I get that. But, it's an ankle injury, and you injured it a couple days ago. Strap that thing up and get out there. This is not a regular season game. It's not even a first-round game. It's not even a second-round game. You're in the conference finals. You can't just throw games away, man. Teeth in the morning, so we saw Joel Embiid play despite being a rag doll. Yeah, we can literally go through a list of all the players in the playoffs right now playing through injury. J-Dub with a hamstring. You think that's 100% healthy? Of course it isn't. OG Anunoby with the hamstring. You think that's 100% healthy? Of course it isn't. He's going to be playing game one, though. Think Jalen Brunson's 100% healthy? That guy sprains his ankle like every other week. You think Josh Hart is healthy? He's got like nerve damages in his hand at this point. He's been playing all season with a finger the size of a golf ball. And your ankle hurts a little bit, so you're not playing in game one of the conference finals? You didn't even try to give it a go? You weren't even like a game time decision? You were just like, nah, y'all got this. Y'all got this without me against literally the best team in the league, the reigning champions, after they just crowned their best player, his second straight MVP. Come on, man. Come on. Mark said, Wemby can't sit. Stop sitting him. He's young. He's a young guy. Keep his butt out there. He just doesn't have the cardio to do so. They're trying to get him out there for quick stints and then sit him out for quick stints, but yeah, you can't really sit Wemby for that long. You can't. You really can't. He's absolutely dominating this game as well. He got the double-double already, dominating the boards. Yeah, I said, Willis Reed example of coming out hurt in the finals. Yeah, that's a... He played, like 3 minutes in that game. He came out, knocked down 2 shots. He didn't play the rest of the game. It was more of a moral support for his team and whatnot. But, in that point, Yak, like I've been saying, like even if it's for moral support, if I can only give you guys 15, 20 minutes tonight, you got to go out there. You got to go out there. You have to suit up and be like, I'll come off the bench, y'all. But to just say, I'm out the whole game, that rubs me the wrong way. That rubs me the wrong way. And I've never been the biggest De'Aaron Fox fan to begin with. And you just sitting out game one of the conference finals? Like, man, I'm not sitting out. I would have to be seriously injured and ruled out the rest of the playoffs in order for me to sit out in a conference finals. By the way, his first conference finals appearance ever. It's not like he's been here before. And you're playing the best team in the league. You can't afford to just be like, I'm going to rest it. We'll have more opportunities. No, this is your one opportunity. This is it. This is win or go home in your book. Castle, a step back corner 3. In and out, can't get it to stay. Battle for the rebound. Wallace able to pick it up. Here we go. We're bringing it down. A little over 3 minutes to go. And we're back to this horrific camera angle. Can we get back to normal basketball viewing, please? Who is that? SGA up top, attacking to his right. Step back, fall away over Vassell. Too strong, can't get it to go. Rebound right to Harper. And Harper gets it over to Castle, and Castle will walk it down. Castle has it up top, being guarded by SGA. Coming to his right, picked up by Holmgren. Castle dribbling it up top, coming to his left off a Wemby screen. They're trying to get it to Wemby. He's got J-Dub on it. They tell the teammates to run through. They get it to Wemby in the post, being guarded by J-Dub. Backing him down, swings through along the paint, throws up the lefty hook shot, got it to go down. Looking at J-Dub like, you're just too small, kid. You're just too small. A2 said, look like a drone cam. That's exactly what I think it is, A2. It's exactly what I think it is, and it's disgusting. It's a disgusting viewing. A.J. Mitchell on the right wing to get over to Wallace, up top to J-Dub. J-Dub coming to his left, sees a double team. Now they retreat, driving it down in the lane, gets caught in the air and throws it away. Champagnie picks it off. Champagnie almost throws it away. They get over to Wemby in the middle of the lane. He's going to bring it down. He has it up top. They get it out to Castle. Castle catches it on the run. Bump Euro, loses the handle. Now here comes SGA. It's a 2-on-1. Wembanyama the 1, though. Let's see how this plays out. SGA swings it out to Wallace. They get over to Mitchell. He's going to pump fake. He's going to attack. Mid-range pull-up jumper. He can't get it to go down. Champagnie the rebound. The Spurs will walk it down the other way. I think the Spurs want to play with a much slower pace now. Try to keep Wemby out there as much as possible. And the more they run, the more likely it is Wembanyama will tire out and they'll have to sub him out. So slowing the pace down is very smart for the Spurs here. Harper down the lane, stops, has it at the foul line, swings it out to Castle. They lob it down low to Wemby. Wemby in the paint, takes a hard dribble, goes up. Oh my goodness! Throws it down all over J-Dub there. You're just too small, kid. You're just too small. Switch that matchup. Chet Holmgren, bring your butt over here. I'll put you on a poster too. They get it over to SGA up top, being guarded by Castle. They swing it over to Wallace. He'll take the lane. Wallace leaves it off for J-Dub. J-Dub Nash dribbles it all the way back out, being guarded by Wembanyama. J-Dub's going to dance with it, cross over to his right to the rim. Can't get the finger roll layup to go. Past Wembanyama. Champagny knocks the ball loose, but Wallace right there to pick it up. They get it to Holmgren in the paint. Out to Wallace, the three over Wemby. He can't get it to go. Vassell snatches a rebound in the paint. And now here come the Spurs over to Harper. Harper will bring it down, 48-41. Harper gets it up top to Vassell with deep straightaway three. We'll consider that a logo. We'll consider that a logo. Vassell with the deep straightaway three to give them the 10-point lead. They're taking it right to the Oklahoma City Thunder here in this first half. SGA gets it over to J-Dub. They swing it over Holmgren. Wide open. Left corner three. Holmgren. Got it to go down. Give me those 3 points right back. There you go, Holmgren. Way to answer. 51-44. Vassell will bring it down. 40 seconds to go here. Devin Vassell has it on the left wing, being guarded by J-Dub. They finally put Chet Holmgren on Wemby. There you go. There you go. I think Chet Holmgren wants the ball. He's telling Vassell, go get it. Go get it. Here comes Castle coming to his left. Off of Wemby's screen. Now they get it up top to Wemby, being guarded by Holmgren. Everybody, get out of the way. This is what we're here for. Spins off him, foul line, fall away, knock me down. Can't get it to go off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Jared McCain, but a foul is called by A.J. Mitchell. Not McCain, by A.J. Mitchell, and the foul is called. And nobody in the bonus, so it's just side out of bounds here for the Thunder. See in the morning, so whenever Wemby goes for a block, there is an eclipse in the arena. Yeah, absolutely. Christian Blake said that was Chet's first shot. That was Chet's first shot attempt. He got fouled on a couple of other shot attempts. That's why they didn't count. But pretty much, yeah. Jimbo Dini, what's up, Jimbo? SGA has it up top. He's seen two bodies. They kick it over to J-Dub. J-Dub being guarded by Harper. He's going to dance with it. Cross over to his right. Down the lane. Step back. Foul line. Fall away. Too strong. Can't get it to go. Battle on the glass for the rebound. Chet Holmgren got the tip up and in. They're going to wave it off. It doesn't count. They can get it off in time. And that's going to be the end of our first half right there. 51-44. 24 minutes of game left here in the Western Conference Game 1. Here we go, baby. Look at the San Antonio Spurs go, man. They are taking it right to the Oklahoma City Thunder. But the Oklahoma City Thunder are indeed a second half team. Let's see what kind of adjustments they make. Although I will say, the only reason they have these 44 points, it's not because of SGA, who only has 4. It's not even because of J-Dub, who's got 12, their leading scorer of the starting lineup. It definitely ain't Chet Holmgren with his measly 5 and 1 made shot. It is because Alex Caruso went 4 for 6 from 3 in the first half, or 4 for 7. I think he missed another 3. Daniel Dash, what's up, Daniel Dash? Durston, what's up, Durston? Let's immediately take a look at it. By the way, what did we have? We had the logo 3. Let me fill that in before I forget about that. Let me fill that in. Logo 3 down here. There we go. Boom. It's a couple of these props here that aren't looking too good. I'm not going to lie. Aren't looking too good here in the scoring department, but we'll go through it, of course. First, let's start with the team stats as we always do. It's my favorite place to start. By the way, in case you guys are curious, every single Knicks game, every single Eastern Conference Finals game will start at 8 p.m. on ESPN. 8 p.m. Eastern time, if you guys are anywhere else in the world. 8 p.m. Eastern time. Every single game is scheduled for an 8 p.m. start time. I think the other ones are also scheduled for 8:30. So we're going to be consistent with our time starts for the remainder of the run here, obviously, until we get to the finals, and we'll see what they schedule it then. But let's go through the team stats here, see how they're stacking up. The Spurs, I expect to have a slight lead in some of these areas. Possession battle tied up. Possession battle is tied up. This is what you like to see, two evenly matched teams going at it. Nick Yax, it's certainly not Hartenstein, who they hardly play. Imagine being Isaiah Hartenstein deciding going to a team that doesn't even value him. He'll probably not even be on this team next year. Imagine giving up the opportunity of being the starting center of a championship caliber New York team just to go to the Oklahoma City Thunder and bum it up and not even be trusted to be a part of their finishing units and be subbed out of the game with like 2 minutes into the game for Alex Caruso because they're like, yeah, we got to get this bum Isaiah Hartenstein out of here. But that's just me. That's just me. That bum Isaiah Hartenstein over there doing a whole lot of nothing. Not even recognized around the league anymore. Back in the day when he was, the starting center of the New York Knicks, when people thought they were a championship contending team with that guy as a starting center, and he just gave all that up for what? Exactly. to be a forgotten man of this Oklahoma City dynasty. Get him out of here. Pedro Silva, what's up, Pedro? SGA is a fake MVP. Dude is garbage. I mean, he's getting his butt kicked here tonight. Tonight is the night to slander SGA if you were ever going to. Mark said, Finals MVP over regular season MVP. I mean, SGA's got one of each. Well, now two regular season MVPs and a finals MVP, so he's got one of those too. Astrology said, Hart versus Sheffy, best beef in NBA, honestly. I mean, you just missed me with the whole, that guy really wanted to be a Knick, but the money, he just had to take that deal. He just had to take the money. No, he didn't. This is the dumbest argument ever. It really is. Guy just didn't want to be in New York. And then he tried to gaslight. He's not going to gaslight me. He tried to gaslight the Knicks fans. Be like, oh, it was so hard. The Knicks were like a family. It was such a difficult... No, it wasn't. Just say it. Just say you didn't want to be there. That's fine. I would have respected him. I lost all respect for the man trying to gaslight me. I don't know. I don't know you didn't want to be here. The money was so much of a difference. Brother, it was like $15-20 million, something like that. You couldn't have made. Jose Alvarado was in commercials. You telling me the starting center on the New York Knicks wasn't going to be in commercials and make money off the court to recoup whatever money you think you were getting from the Oakland? Oh my goodness. Now I'm going off on Isaiah Hartenstein. This is not what we're here for. Let's go through the team stats. Pedro said, why does Wemby dislike Chat? It goes way back. It goes way back to the Olympic competition back when they were under 18. Let's go through it. The Oklahoma City Thunder 16 for 3, while the San Antonio Spurs are 18 for 43. 3-point shooting about even, 7 for 19, 6 for 22. Robert Klink said, LeBron James make the same mistake by not coming to the next. Who's the next? The Nets? I don't know if that's the mistake he made in his career. Pedro, Spurs versus Knicks in the finals? I hope so. Take House said, he's the ops forever. There's literally nothing he can do to make it up to me. Not a single thing. And I hope other Knicks fans feel the same. Not a single thing he could ever do to make it up to me. I do not care. He could come back to the Knicks next season for the minimum. I don't care. Hate that guy for forever. Mark said OKC is pretty unwatchable, honestly. They're not super fun. When the Oklahoma City Thunder become fun is when they're getting steals and deflections, getting out and running. If you can take care of the basketball against the Oklahoma City Thunder, they're a very unfun team to watch for sure. Antoine Thomas, what's up, Antoine? Calm down, Chef. You're okay with the trade now? It's not. It's got nothing to do with the team we have now. It has everything to do with the betrayal that is Isaiah Hartenstein and how he tried to gaslight me on his way out the door. Brother, just say, you know what? I'm a small town dude. It was fun, New York City. Appreciate the time. I'm out. Get him out of here. That's all you had to say. Katie said Hartenstein is using Knicks for commercials with Melo and Alvarado now. He could have been the starting center on this team. You know how much money he would have made off the court? But my guy's so lazy, he was like, let me just go ahead and go to Oklahoma City, where I'm going to be the forgotten big man on this team. No one's even going to remember he's a champion. No one's even going to remember it. Nick Yak said, should we just say $12 million more a year, no state tax, crazy city tax is a lot of money? He can make all that money back off the court. He could have made all that money back, considering the Knicks would have been far more loyal to him than this Thunder team will be to him. He probably won't even be on the team next year. Dennis Lynn, appreciate you, Dennis. Hope you're having a good time tonight, brother. He's probably not even going to be on the team next year. They literally already drafted his replacement. Thomas Sorber just got injured this year. Their rookie, who was not available to play. They already drafted his replacement. Mark said, if this was like OKC versus Mini, nobody would be watching this. I do think the Spurs making it this far with Wembanyama and the way the Spurs play and the excitement of the young team on the up and coming is for sure an exciting part for the NBA to be able to promote here. Hopefully they promote it correctly. Jose NYC, what's up, Jose? He said agreed, he may be gone next year. He went to a team that's got no loyalty to him versus a Knicks team that was literally offering him the world. They're like, come be our starting center and compete for a championship with us. And instead he went the laziest route possible. He went to an already established championship caliber team. And is probably going to be shown the door next year. We'll see. A2 said, and TikTok made a lot of people want to see the game. All right, shout out TikTok then. The Flea said, way better? Who's way better? I don't know who he said, but I agree. All right, let's keep going through the team stats here so we can get through the box score and see how it matches up to our bingo card here. Let's get through it. Free throw shooting, 9-6. No real winner in this regard. Slightly leaning towards the San Antonio Spurs here. You love to see it. Tree Climber, what's up, Tree Climber? Just that said, the cat trade is the greatest in Knicks history. I mean, it's got him to this point, so I got to agree. Rebounds, 29-20. San Antonio heavily winning the rebounding battle. But that is because also the Oklahoma City Thunder have missed more shots, of course, but they've also grabbed 4 more offensive rebounds. So definitely dominating the boards there. 11 assists, 10 assists, no real advantage. 5 steals, 6 steals, 1 block to 3 blocks. Only 1 block for the San Antonio Spurs. That's because the Oklahoma City Thunder are just refusing to attack Wembanyama. The only time we saw somebody attack Wemby was Alex Caruso to start the game. He went right through his chest and got the layup to go off the pump fake from 3. Total turnovers 8-5. This is something we really want to keep an eye on here because part of the whole ethos of this Thunder team and part of their offense is to turn you over and get out and running and get easy points. And 8 turnovers have led to 12 Oklahoma City Thunder points. So if they can limit the turnovers, they should be good as the game goes on. Honestly, J-Dub got most of his points off of playing in transition, off turning the ball over, turning the San Antonio Spurs over there. So as long as they can keep them out of transition and limit their turnovers, San Antonio should be able to win this one, considering they have the advantage here at halftime. But like I said, this Oklahoma City team is a second-half team. Nagyak said, Knicks knew they were losing Hartenstein, couldn't come close to the money. It's his first big payday. He literally would have had a huge payday with the Knicks. Would have been in the Mecca, would have made so much more money off the court, would have had a loyal franchise behind him. And instead, he went to a team that's looking to move off of his salary. Fast break points, 0 for the Spurs, 14 for the Thunder. The thing keeping them in the game. Again, causing them to turn the ball over, getting out and running, and getting easy points out on the break. Points in the paint, 20-18, about the same. Fouls, 7-8, about the same. Largest lead for the Spurs was 10. Largest lead for the Thunder were 3 earlier in the game. Spurs have led for 80% of the game. Huge thing. Huge key. Yak said Hornets will be interested in Hartenstein. Yeah, of course they will. Now he's going to bounce around the league a couple of times here. Instead of, staying loyal with one team. But go ahead, brother. You do you. Jay Cheng said Castle's got 5 turnovers. It felt like 5 turnovers. He was definitely turning the ball over like crazy. If only they had another point guard out there, an all-star caliber point guard who could take some of the pressure off of Steph Castle. And it's not like we haven't had an extended period of time of Steph Castle as the lone point guard ball handler out there and how his turnover numbers start to inflate because he's not really a true point guard. And when you start asking him to handle the ball an insane amount without an extra ball handler out there, a true ball handler, not just a rookie and Dylan Harper out there, we could see how his turnover numbers inflate because it's almost like as if the San Antonio Spurs spent 30 games to start the year without De'Aaron Fox. Or 20 games. I'm exaggerating a little bit. I think it was first 20 games of the season they spent without De'Aaron Fox. And Steph Castle's numbers, he was averaging like 4.7 turnovers per game. It's almost as if they should just have De'Aaron Fox out there, even in a limited form, just to save Steph Castle from having to dribble the ball as much as he's had so far here tonight. It's almost as if, right? If only they had a guy like that. Let's go through the box score. Let's take a look at it. Putting his teammates in a tough spot. Trying to overcome things that they shouldn't have to overcome here tonight. Julian Champagnie's knocked down 1 3. He knocked one down earlier in the game. Hasn't knocked one down since. He's 1 for 4. We need Champagnie for 3 threes over on a bingo card. In fact, let's do this. So it looks like we're starting to get back here for the second half. Let's run through it real quick. We need Vassell for 3 threes. Vassell has only 1 3. It is a logo 3, though. We filled that in right there. We have Victor Wembanyama, 14 and 10. He's on pace for his 30. He's already got the double-double. Only 1 assist, only 1 turnover. No fouls, by the way, but he also has 5 offensive rebounds. My goodness, Vic. We need Steph Castle for 25. We also didn't figure out what we're doing with Fox, guys. What are we doing with Fox? Somebody off the bench. Keldon Johnson for 15. How about we do that? Keldon Johnson, 15 points off the bench. He's got 8. That feels fine. I'm fine with that. Motown. What's up, Motown? Isaiah made the right choice. He got a ring. And the Moolah, if that's all he cares about, sayonara, kick him out the door, brother. Kick him out the door. He's going to be kicked off this team. He's going to be bouncing around the league again. Spent the first part of his career bouncing around the league, and just when a team's starting to show him some loyalty, he kicks them, stabs them in the back, and runs away from them to go ring chase in your prime? Get him out of here. I don't want you on the team anyway. Dylan Harper has 7 points, 5 boards, 4 assists, doing a little bit of everything. Steph Castle, 11 points, 2 boards, 4 assists, and like you guys said, 5 big old turnovers. Steph Castle, you got to stop turning the ball over, brother. Dylan Harper, he's got 4 assists, no turnovers for Dylan Harper. He's a plus 13. Steph Castle, you got to stop turning the ball over, man. You got to stop turning that ball over. Mitchell? AJ Mitchell for 15 points. We'll go through AJ Mitchell in a second. We need Castle for 20. He's got 11. He's on pace. Jump ball. Champagnie, 3 threes. We've talked about it. He's got 2 consecutive missed free throws from the same player. We haven't seen that. Tread Holmgren, 25 points. Doesn't look likely, but we'll see what kind of second half he has. Triple-double. McCain for 10 points. He's got 4. J-Dub for 20. We'll check it. He's on pace for 20 for sure. Successful challenge. Wallace for 15. Wemby for 30. He's on pace. SGA for 30. Harper for 15. We have Harper for 7. 4-point play. Haven't had one. Travo, haven't had one. Fox for 20 points. Again, I think we're going to change that for Keldon Johnson. 15 points here off the bench. Right, with no Fox. They're leaning on Keldon Johnson a little bit more. They're leaning on Harper a little bit more, of course, as well. Let's fill it in the way we normally do. It's going to be a little janky, but we're going to do it. We are going to do it. Switch that. Boom. We could just boom, boom. Perfect. Not perfect, but it's going to work. It's going to work for now. We'll fill in for Johnson. All right, was dumb. Change it back to that. Johnson, 15 points. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. I hate when this happens. There we go. Johnson, 15 points. I like that. Now we can shrink that, like that, and like that. And just like that, we updated it. And just like that, we got Johnson for 15 points there. Boom, we'll update that, and we'll leave it as is. So now we have the Fox things fixed. Johnson for 15 points, he's on pace. That's doable, that's gettable. I feel like we're good with that. Tree Climber said, WW Josh Giddey. Hopefully Josh Giddey's doing good down there in Chicago. Bruce Fowler said, what if Mitch takes the highest offer? Will he be the next Hartenstein? No, because Mitch gave his time to the Knicks. If the Knicks can't match the offer, then it is what it is. It is what it is, unfortunately. You guys know he's my favorite player. But, you know, the issue I have with Hartenstein is gaslighting the Knicks on the way out. Just say your true intentions. Just say you wasn't built for the big city. Just say you can't handle yourself in New York and you had to get up out of the city. Get him out of here. Yeah, I said Hartenstein can't cover a big man like Wemby. Mitch can. That's the difference. There's a reason why they subbed Hartenstein out of the game like 2 minutes into it for Alex Caruso to guard Wembanyama. Kane Hart said double standard Cheffy. My biggest issue with Hartenstein was trying to gaslight me out the door. Don't gaslight me out the door. Don't disrespect my intelligence. Don't talk to me like I'm a child. That's what got me upset with Hartenstein in the first place. If you wanted to go to OKC, if you said, look, man, they gave me the most money and I'm still on a championship contending team and I'm cool living in Oklahoma City versus New York, I'm fine with that. Appreciate my time in New York. Thank you, fans. I'm out the door. But for him to sit there and get sympathy, try to get sympathy from Knicks fans, and some Knicks fans gave it to him, which made me want to vomit. Be like, oh, it was such a difficult choice. Oh, my goodness. It was so hard. I almost cried. Oh, my God, I couldn't. It was so hard for me to decline the offer from the Knicks and take it from the Thunder. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Shut up. Don't gaslight me. Talk to me like a grown adult, loser. Anyway. You need Johnson for 15 points. Let's take a look over at the Oklahoma City Thunder. SGA's only taken 5 shots. He's 1 for 5. This is not a good sign for the Thunder. He's going to have to be a lot more aggressive in the second half. Spurs are doing a great job of showing him multiple bodies. They're like, hey, anybody but SGA. And Caruso answered that question. He had 16 first half points. I doubt he repeats that performance in the second half. 4 for 7 from 3. Will he hit 4 more threes in the second half? I doubt it. So we'll see. Start of the second half. Here we go. SGA has it up top. Picks up his handle. Being guarded by Vassell here. He got nowhere to go. They try to get over to J-Dub. It's a turnover. Here comes Harper. Euros down the lane. Lefty layup. Got it to go for Dylan Harper. By the way, they showed 9-point lead for the Spurs. Start of the second half. SGA bringing it down against Castle. Gets to the baseline. Puts up the fall-away jumper. Well contested. He can't get it to go. Rebound knocked loose. Champagny picks it up. Here comes Harper. They showed J-Dub at halftime trying to get that hamstring right, as he almost picked up the steal on Harper, but they get it over to Champagny. Castle coming to his right down the lane. Stop. Almost lost his balance. Steps through. Gets caught in the air. Extra pass. Vassell wide open left corner 3. Vassell can't get it to go. Rebound knocked loose to Champagny. They shovel it out to Harper. Harper down the lane in the paint. Kicks out to Champagny. Champagny swings it out to Castle. He'll fire up a right wing 3. Castle will miss it. Rebounded by Kason Wallace, who starts the second half. No Isaiah Hartenstein. Gee, I wonder why they're benching Isaiah Hartenstein. Gee, I wonder why. J-Dub has it up top. Dancing with it against Vassell. Crosses over to his right. Behind his back to his left. Down the lane. Follow-away jumper in the mid-range. Gets fouled by Steph Castle from behind. Gets the jump shot to go. Like I was trying to say before the action took over, they showed a mini reel. I don't want to call it a highlight reel, but a mini reel of J-Dub trying to get himself ready to go in the second half here. He had an ice pack on his hamstring, or a heat pack, whatever it was. He had his hamstring wrapped up, and then when he came out, he was doing stretches with the trainer specifically to stretch out the hamstring and keep it going. It's almost as if the guy's not 100%, but he's like, hey, it's the Western Conference Finals. I got to be out there for my team. Gee, if only the San Antonio Spurs had a guard like J-Dub, who's maybe not 100%, but can maybe tough it out and come out and give his team some minutes. It's almost like this is an incredibly important game to set the tone for the rest of the series. J-Dub knocks down his and one free throw. Here comes Castle bringing it down. He has it up top, being guarded by Kason Wallace. Castle, up top. Holmgren switches onto him, coming to his left, snakes it back to his right hand. The kick it in the corner. Harper catches, pump fake, fly by defense from Dort. Over to Castle, extra pass. Vassell, right corner three, he's open. Off the back of the rim, can't get it to go. Holmgren the rebound. Here come the Thunder bringing it down the other way. SGA has it up top. SGA extremely quiet here tonight. SGA dancing with it against Harper, coming to his left along the baseline. Wemby steps in, they shovel it inside. They kick it out Holmgren. He'll fire away a three. Two defenders flying at him. It does not matter. Holmgren knocks down the three anyway. We're back to a one-possession game. 53-50. Castle has it up top. Dancing with it, crosses over to his right, down the lane, hop step, pump fake, goes up, layup. Got it to go for Steph Castle. Nice explosive move from him. And here come the Thunder walking it down the other way. Pace is pretty slow here to start. Kason Wallace up top, coming to his left. Nice Gortat screen there from Chet Holmgren. That's a nice classic Gortat screen from Holmgren, freeing up Kason Wallace to get to the rim for the scoop layup. Here comes Castle bringing it down. He has it up top, being guarded by Kason Wallace. Castle over the top pass to Wemby. Wemby at the foul line, spins, shows a wild swing pass over to Champagnie, who throws up an air ball in the corner. Not a good decision from Wemby there. You're in the paint, you're 7'7". Go ahead, throw up a little push shot or something. It's way better option than swinging it out to Champagnie for a contested corner three off balance. They kick it out to Lou Dort up top straightaway three. Dort can't get it to go. Long rebound. Wemby doesn't even go for it. Kason Wallace falls right into his hands. Wembanyama's looking tired out here to start the second half. Don't love to see that. SGA has it up top. 9 minutes to go. Crossing over to his right. Foul line, fall away. Mid-range jumper off the back rim yet again. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Steph Castle. He'll bring it down. Castle gets it over to Wemby. Wemby up top, being guarded by Lou Dort. Coming to his left. They swing it over to Champagnie. He's going to pump fake from three. He's going to put it down on the floor. In the lane, layup. Got it to go for Julian Champagnie against Kason Wallace. Just using his size to finish over Wallace on that side. Here comes SGA bringing it down. Recovery Grind. What's up, Grind? Kason Wallace has it up. They get it over to SGA with 12 on the shot clock. Not the time you want to start your offense with. He swings through to his right, down the lane, leans in the air, kicks out to Lou Dort at the last second. He's going to pump fake out of a three. Up top to J-Dub, down the lane to the paint to kick it out SGA. Wide open right corner three. They generate a nice open look, and SGA delivers and knocks it down. There you go. There you go. Getting him off the ball. He doesn't have to dribble it down every single time, guys. Second made shot. Kason Wallace knocking the ball loose from Castle in the backcourt. They dive on the court, and it's going to be a backcourt violation on the San Antonio Spurs. If only the San Antonio Spurs had an all-star caliber guard that they could put in the game to help Steph Castle bring the ball down the court, and he didn't have to pick up his sixth turnover there. If only, guys, if only. Just that's an 11 to 12 man rotation for OKC is deep. It is deep, man. It is deep. 8 minutes to go here. SGA up top, being guarded by Champagnie. They get Ty or take the lead here. Ty with the two, take the lead with the three. SGA goes for the three on the double step back. SGA comes up short. Rebounded by Lou Dort. They hand it off to J-Dub. Back to Lou Dort. Wide open left corner. Wemby doesn't close out. He's giving him the airspace, and Lou Dort makes him pay as OKC takes the lead, and a timeout from San Antonio with 7:45 to go here. Foompe said, keeping it close for the fans. They are keeping it close for the fans. Tree Climber said, who are you going for? Nobody in particular. I would like to see the Spurs win, I guess. I have more fun watching the Spurs. I would also like to see the Thunder go down just because I love the trend of crowning a new champion every year. In order to ensure we crown a new champion, we have to get rid of the old champion, and that would indeed be the Oklahoma City Thunder here. Nick Yak said, Mitch, best offensive rebounder, best rebounder per minute, tops the NBA boxing out and setting solid screens. Earn what he will get, not being overpaid. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. And I hope it's with the Knicks. I do indeed hope. Tell you what, if the Knicks win a championship, they better overpay everybody and bring the entire core back. Deuce, by the way, a free agent as well. Bring Deuce back, bring Mitch back, bring everybody back. Bring him back. Teeth in the Morning said, that's right, Coach Sheffy. Get that young Spurs together. Wemby looks tired. He looks like lackadaisical out there, not asserting himself. He caught it in the paint, and instead of throwing up a little push-shot floater, being aggressive, going for shots, he decided to throw a wild swing pass out to Champagny to shoot a corner contested three. Terrible decision. Didn't like it at all. Didn't like it at all. Amy Mitchell, Amy, it's okay if the Knicks win every year, though. Oh, yeah. Yeah, once the Knicks win a championship, we're done with this parody thing. Knicks got to become a dynasty. I'm cool with dynasties as long as it's my team. Outside of that, get the dynasties out of here. Kane R said, I think the girl was 16, wasn't she? So if Giddey was 19, so what? Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to get into a conversation about Josh Giddey right now when he's not even in the series here. Hasn't even made a playoff berth since leaving the Thunder. But, look, it was an iffy situation. Both parties decided, you know what, let's just move on from this. And you know what? I think that's good enough for me. And both parties said, you know what, let's just move on. Nate Jackson, McBride has a $4.2 million contract next year? Does he really? I thought he was a free agent after this season. Let me look that up. Make sure I'm not spreading misinformation here. Deuce McBride contract? Deuce McBride contract. Where's Spotrac? There we go. Deuce's contract. He is on a contract for next season. Yes, he is. $3.9 million next year, and then he will be an unrestricted free agent in 27-28. He's got him for one more year at least before he is rightfully going to get paid. He's only going to be paid $4 million. His contract, the amount of money he's going to make is actually going to go down next year. Jeez Louise, guys. My goodness. My goodness. He's going to be making $4 million, only $4 million, but comparatively to what he should be making, only $4 million next year. Bruce Fowler said, gotta pay Deuce, gotta pay Mitch. Gotta pay him. Gotta pay him. All right, let's log back into our game. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Dylan Harper bringing it down. Expressive timeout for the Spurs there. Harper bringing it down against Dort. They get over to Castle. Castle has gotten his pocket picked a couple of times. They lob it over the top to Wemby. Wemby can't get the dunk down. Gets fouled from behind. He's going to the foul line for two. Gets fouled, it looks like, by Lou Dort. Kane said, hardly the Karl Malone was the situation. Yes, he was very young. She was younger. Situation should not have happened, of course. Hopefully he learned his lesson. But like I said, all parties involved decided, you know what, let's just move on from this, including her party. Her and her parents were like, you know what, let's just move on from this situation. No harm, no foul, let's move on. And like I said, if that's what they want to do, then it's good enough for me. We're going to move on with our lives. Recovery grind said, Spurs win if Vassell and Harper hit some buckets going forward. OKC has the horses. They have to do their thing. I mean, Vassell needs to knock down some shots for sure. Champagny needs to knock down some open shots. Castle needs to clean up his turnovers. Wemby needs to continue to be impactful here. He's allowing himself to be very lackadaisical here. You got to be the leader of the team, brother. Got to be the leader of the team. J-Dub driving it down out to Holmgren. He's going to pump fake, driving it down to his left in the paint. Little fall away over Wemby. Comes up well short. Rebounded by Carter Bryant. Wemby did knock down both free throws. It's 59-50, or split the free throws. 59-58. Champagny on the right wing, trying to get it to Wemby. He's being guarded by Holmgren. They do get it to Wembanyama. Out on the perimeter. He's going to drive it down against Holmgren. Leaves it off inside. Carter Bryant in the paint. Kicks out to Champagnie. Nice open look straight away. Beautiful pass from Carter Bryant off the great initiation from Wembanyama. And Champagnie knocks down his second three of the game. We need him for one more three here on the bingo card. SGA bringing it down, crosses over to his right, stops at the foul line, kicks it out to Cason Wallace, crosses over, has it in the paint, doesn't want to shoot a shot against Wembanyama, just dribbles it back out, kicks it out to J-Dub. J-Dub being guarded by Castle, crossing over to his left to kick it over to SGA. SGA with 5 on the clock, he's going to have to make something happen. They show a double team, they swing it out to Holmgren, he throws up a three, well contested, throws up an air ball, maybe they got a piece of it, loose ball picked up by Carter Bryant. The shot clock buzzer went off. If only they gave us that shot clock violation, we got that on our bingo card. Castle driving it down, draws a foul, looks like on SGA. It's going to be 2 free throws for Steph Castle. And another foul on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Is that his second or his third? They have him for 2 up here. Did they update this already? Probably not. It should be his third foul, I think. TD in the morning said, if only Wemby had a teammate who could share this burden with him. Yeah, if only there was a teammate out there, like an all-star caliber teammate. They got to find Wemby an all-star caliber teammate. Like maybe trade for a point guard who's on like a deteriorating, poorly run team. Get him over here and maybe just shepherd the young, guards of Castle and Harper along, take some of the burden off of them, take some of the scoring and leadership burden off of Wembanyama. That'd be great. That'd be great if the Spurs had a player like that available for them. T in the morning said, yeah, if only Wemby had a teammate who could help shoulder the burden, man. Sons Jen said, dramatic signing ensues. D, what's up, D? Take Champagnie out. He's done enough? Nah, keep Champagnie in there. They need him out there. They need that three-point shooting. He's playing well. Also playing well defensively. Castle knocks down both of his free throws. Back up by 6 to Spurs go. 64-58, a 7-0 run here to retake the lead and continue to build on the lead here. 6:20 to go. SGA kicks in the corner to Lou Dort. Ran out the line by Keldon Johnson. Kicks it in the corner to Caruso, being guarded by Champagnie. Wemby back off the court, by the way. Cornette is back in. Picked up by Harnstein, who's also back in. Jared McCain down the lane, out to Caruso. The C's part over to Harnstein down the lane. He gets fouled by Champagnie, and Harnstein will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Ronald McPaul, what's up, Ron? Holmgren's cooking tonight? He's made 2 shots, brother. I wouldn't call that cooking. Shot Collis said, Chevy, you don't think Fox is a good teammate for Wemby? I think he's a great teammate for Wemby. If only they had a guy like De'Aaron Fox available for them here tonight. Harnstein knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. I think having a De'Aaron Fox caliber player on this team would be great for the Spurs. If only they had that. If only. Harnstein rattles in both free throws. 64-60. Cornette gets it into Castle. Castle will bring it down against Caruso here. Castle has struggled to bring the ball down here against the pressure of Cason Wallace. Now Caruso on him. Castle up top, swings it over to Cornette. Cornette hands it off to Johnson. Johnson being guarded by Mitchell. Johnson swings it out to Castle, driving to his left, has it in the paint, pump fake, almost travels with it. He does travel with it, and that's going to go up on our bingo card. Kenar said, let's go Spurs. My man had Chet under and Caruso over. Dang, he was spot on. He's been spot on for sure so far. Chet Holmgren tends to crumble a little bit in the Wemby matchup. Whether he's being guarded by him or not, he just kind of falls into the shadow of Wemby. A.J. Mitchell up top being guarded by Castle, coming to his right off a screen, stops, pulls it back out, dances with it against Carter Bryant, crosses over, stops, turns, spins, kicks it over in the corner, wide open 3 for Jared McCain, and Jared McCain delivers with a 3. Jared McCain off the bench has been excellent for them in the shot-making category. He's got 7 points here tonight off that made 3. Carter Bryant has it up top, being guarded by SGA. SGA almost pokes the ball loose. He picks it up, has nowhere to go. Excellent defense from the Thunder here, especially from the perimeter defenders. If only the Spurs had a guard to handle some of this pressure here from the Thunder. Keldon Johnson dancing with it, coming to his right, going along the baseline, in the paint. Gets caught in the air, and he steps on the out-of-bounds line, and the ball's going to go back to the Thunder. My goodness. And here come the Thunder bringing it down the other way. They trail by 1. It was a nice run for the Spurs. They took Wemby out. Now here come the Thunder with Wembanyama on the bench. Vassell at the scores table looking to check back in. Where's Travel? We got to fill Travel in so we don't forget. There we go. It's down here. We'll update the board in a second, but we got it filled in. A.J. Mitchell bringing it down against Dylan Harper crosses over to his left, down the lane, stops, spins, and kicks it out. Over to McCain. He's going to pump fake. Behind the back, coming to his left. Dylan Harper picks his pocket. Champagne gets it over to Harper. Harper bringing it down. One man to beat. Euros down the lane. Lefty layup almost got chased down, blocked by Harnstein, but he got to go down for Dylan Harper. And a timeout for Mark Dagnall and the Thunder here with under 5 to go. And we got 66 to 63 here. We got 4:44 to go exactly here. We need Vassell for 3 threes. How many threes does he have? I know we have Champagny for 3 threes. He's got 2. Take a look back at the box score here. Vassell for 3 threes. He's got 1, I believe. Vassell does indeed have 1 3 here tonight. He's 1 for 4. Castle's 1 for 4. And Harper's 1 for 4. That's not going to get it done. Wemby hasn't taken a 3 here tonight. Mitchell, 15 points off the bench for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He is not on pace for that, I'll tell you that. A.J. Mitchell tonight, 13 minutes, 0 points. Yeah, sure. All the people trying to claim he's the next Jalen Brunson. Good luck. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. It's almost as if the Lakers didn't have perimeter defenders. And A.J. Mitchell could run roughshod over whoever he wanted. But yeah, 13 minutes tonight, 0 points for A.J. Mitchell. Who could have guessed that was going to happen? D said, yeah, Champagny can sit out the rest of the game now? No. They're going to need Champagny back in at some point. At some point, they're going to need him back in. Fung Pei said, Sheffy, I know of no such people. If only the Spurs, man, had a point guard, an all-star caliber point guard. I know I keep harping on it, but how do you not play in Game 1 of the conference finals in your first trip there? It's just a mind-boggling decision to me. Castle for 20 points. It's not like he's limping. He's out there walking around perfectly fine. And, I get it. You can walk around on a bum ankle. It doesn't necessarily mean you can play basketball on a bum ankle. But literally give your team whatever you got. To just sit out as if this is a regular season game is bananas to me. It doesn't make sense. The Yak said, we match up better with the Spurs. I think the Knicks do match up better against the Spurs. I agree. What else do we have? We have Castle for 20, and Castle has 15. So on pace. Get the 20 points, Castle. Champagny for 3 threes. He's got 2. Okay, cool. We need 1 more 3, Champagny. Shot Collis said, now I get what you mean, Sheffy. I agree. We have Chet for 25. Does not look good. We might have to lower that to 20 in a series against Wemby. He's got 8. Maybe he could still get 20. More than enough time left. We could see. He's only taken 5 shots here tonight. The 2 shots he made were 3s. He's 2 for 5 overall from the field. 2 for 2 from the foul line, 5 boards. 25 does not look like it's in the cards for Chet Holmgren. Triple-double from anybody tonight. We'll see. Not looking good from anybody. McCain for 10 points off the bench. He's got 7. McCain's got 7 points. We have J-Dub for 20 points. He's probably going to come back in. He's got 15. He looks pretty good for 20 points here tonight. Wallace for 15 off the bench. Kason Wallace, I think he's hit 2 threes. Kason Wallace has hit 1 3. He's got 5 points here tonight. 5 points, 5 boards, and some really good defense as well. That doesn't seem great. He's only got 5. Wemby for 30. Wemby for 30 is what? Wemby for 30. He's got 16. He's could obviously go off at any point. They're going to need him to go off here in the fourth quarter. Harper for 15. Seeming pretty good. He's got 11. All right, we need 4 more points, Dylan Harper. 4-point play. SGA for 30. Obviously, he's always good to get hot in a hurry, but he's 2 for 9 from the field tonight for 7 points. Not looking good for SGA here tonight. We need Johnson for 15 points off the bench for the Spurs. Johnson's got 8. He's on pace. He's on pace for 15. He'll probably come into the game here after this timeout. Here we go. We're back into it. And Keldon Johnson is indeed out there. They get over to J-Dub down the lane in the paint. Hop step floater. Off the back rim. Can't get it to go. Harnstein can't snag the rebound. Cornette picks it up and then trips over Harnstein. And here comes Harper crossing over in the lane. Steps through. Lefty layup past A.J. Mitchell. Got it to go. A.J. Mitchell. The next Jalen Brunson, I heard. Not showing it tonight. He has it up top. Crossing over to his left off the Harnstein screen. Gets to the foul and pull-up jumper. A.J. Mitchell right on cue. Knocks down his first basket of the night. All right, they're going to need somebody to step up, A.J. Mitchell. Can it be you, brother? Can it be you? Here comes Dylan Harper bringing it down against Lou Dort. Harper shovels it over to Cornette. Cornette up top, being guarded by Harnstein. Hands it off to Keldon Johnson. Hop step in the lane, layup off glass. Can't get it to go, but he draws the foul. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Foul on Harnstein. That's his first foul. Pedro said, Castle needs to stop turning the ball over. Yeah, he does. Yes, indeed, he does. Keenan Harrison. Barnes has played well this year. Yeah. There's a reason he's seeing some limited minutes, some limited action here. He's older now in his career. He's had a couple of injuries here and there. He's really just a connected player and a corner three-point shooter at this point. And if he's not doing those things, doesn't really have much room in your rotation, which is why he's seeing more limited minutes as the playoffs have gone on, as the season's gone on. A.J. Mitchell down the lane off the handoff, loses the handle, picks it back up, pulls it out. The Spurs knock down both of their free throws. A.J. Mitchell to the rim, can't get the layup to go. Keldon Johnson knocked down both of the free throws. Here comes Harper bringing it down. They hold on to the 5-point lead. Harper dancing with it against Lou Dort. They kick it out to Carter Bryant. Carter Bryant hands it off to Vassell. Vassell up top being guarded by A.J. Mitchell. Vassell calling for a screen. Spurs are taking a long time to get into their action here. Vassell still holding on to it. Coming to his right off the Cornet screen. He sees two defenders. Ball knocked out of his hands. Mitchell picks it up. And a foul is called on Vassell. Looks like holding on to Mitchell there as he got the steal. And like I said, just way too much standing around for the Spurs on that offensive possession. Just very easy for the Thunder to recognize exactly what was going on for the Spurs, what they wanted to go to. And the Thunder immediately jumped the screen and took the ball right out of Devin Vassell's hands, who's not a very good ball handler. And in response, they put Steph Castle immediately right back into the game. They take Dylan Harper out. Here comes A.J. Mitchell. They get over to Harnstein. Harnstein up top. A little over 3 minutes to go. They hit. Is that J-Dub? J-Dub come back door for the two-way to slam. Carter Bryant get caught sleeping. 70-67. 17 points for J-Dub here. We need him for 20. Here comes Vassell, who draws the foul on Lou Dort there. It's Dort's third foul, I believe. Keenar said, I'll take Dylan Harper over Derek. Yeah, I mean, Dylan Harper has a chance to be one of the best guards of his generation. We'll see how it plays out throughout his career, but he's had a phenomenal rookie season so far. Keenar said, that was in response to a chat comment, said Barnes got to go. Yeah, Barnes can stick around. Barnes is a nice veteran player. A lot of teams would like Barnes. Nice veteran guy to have around your team, for sure. Still capable on the court, too. I agree with that. They get it into Castle up top, being guarded by Lou Dort. Castle. Wembanyama back in the game. They lob it right to Wemby in the post. Drop step. Gets fouled by Jay Will. He's going on the foul line for two. Jay Will's first foul there. 2:45 to go. Wemby to the foul line for two. They're holding on to a 3-point lead here. 2:45 to go here in the third. 70-67. Spurs have held the lead majority of the game here. Angel A1 Roman. What's up, Angel? Nate Yak said, with my poor vision, the stands look like empty seats with all the blue out there. Yeah, the crowd hasn't had a whole lot to get excited about here tonight, so a lot of people just sitting and waiting patiently here tonight. Not the biggest highlight reel after that first quarter. First quarter felt fun, felt fast, felt interesting, and then it's been a really slog of a game, I'd describe it as. It's been a slog since that first quarter. 71-67 here. 4-point lead. Wemby knocked down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Wemby misses the second free throw. Jay Will the rebound. Gets it over to J-Dub. J-Dub will bring it down. 2:40 to go here. J-Dub on the right wing. Coming to his right of a screen. He's going to attack Wembanyama to the paint. Lefty layup. High off glass. Can't get it to go. Great contest from Wemby. J-Dub just can't finish. Here comes Castle bringing it down. Castle inside. Wembanyama stops. Turns. Slips on the ground. Kicks it out Vassell. A three from Devin Vassell. Can't get it to go. Wembanyama snatches the offensive rebound. Spins towards the baseline. Now looking aggressive. Throws it off the side of the backboard. Can't get it. Rebound goes right back to him. Gets fouled in the paint. He's going to the foul line for two, and he's hyped up. There you go. Wemby's going to have to get hyped up here. You're going to have to look to take over, Wemby. You're going to have to look to take over. He's going to the foul line for two more free throws. His size and his presence down low just becoming dominating. Bruce Fallis said, drink, we're having a drinking game in the chat. Every time Sheffy says Harnstein, we consume. Sturcho said, Wemby bobbling the ball. I mean, he's he held on to it mostly there and got a shot up at the basket, which I think is always more important than anything. Get the shot up at the basket at least, especially with the size that Wemby has. You could always fight for an offensive rebound and putback if you could just get it up on the rim. Wemby hit the first free throw, has got one more coming. Currently holding on to a 5-point lead, can make it a 6-point lead. And Wemby knocks down the second free throw to give them the 6-point lead, 73-67. SGA also back on the court now. He's bringing it down against Castle. SGA an extremely quiet night to get over to McCain. McCain kicks it out to J. Will. J. Will up top, being guarded by Keldon Johnson. Out to SGA. SGA's going to dance with it. Up top, spins, coming to his right, coming to his left, behind the back, double behind the back, cross over to his right, sees two defenders, almost turns it over. McCain picks it up, driving to his left, step back, foul line, fall away, comes up short, can't get the rebound. J. Will battling for it, knocked out of bounds. It's going to the Spurs. Victor Wembanyama battling for the rebound with J. Will. Looked like J. Will tried to get the tip dunk, and Wembanyama went up there and blocked it. Does that count as a block or just knocking the ball loose? Vassell swings through to his left off the ball movement, puts up the mid-range jump over McCain. He's just too small to contest it, and Vassell knocks down the mid-range pull-up jumper. 1:40 to go here. SGA bringing it down. SGA, like I said, a very quiet night. Has it up top, dancing with it against Castle. Against these two defenders, SGA. Step back, rhythm dribble three. SGA got it to go right on cue. SGA having to settle for a lot of step-back threes here tonight. The Spurs will live with that, even though he's more than capable. He's up to 10. Finally got to 10 points here. We got a minute to go in the third quarter, and SGA just hit 10 points. Dylan Harper up top. They lob it over to Wemby in the post, and he gets fouled by Lou Dort. Lou Dort grabbing and holding on to him, and he's upset, and I don't know how you could be upset with that. You're just too small. 1:07 to go here. So the Spurs will have possession here. 75-70, a little over a minute to go. Oh, no, he's at the foul line because they're in the bonus. So Wemby has 2 free throws. Back at the foul line he goes. He's racking up the free throws now. Isaiah Garner said Shai's really MVP. Shai's the MVP. Shai only having 10 points is crazy. It is. Spurs defense has been excellent. The game plan has been excellent. Holding SGA down. Keeping him out of the paint. They're showing him multiple bodies, and they're like, literally anybody else beat us. Literally anybody else. You want Alex Caruso to fire away from 3? Go ahead. You want Lou Dort to fire away from 3? Go ahead. You want to kick it out to Chet Holmgren out on the perimeter? Fine. We'll live with that. Right? Who is SGA passing it to here that the San Antonio Spurs have any concern for? This is not a great configuration for Mark Dagnall here. Where's, I guess J-Dub is out there. I guess that's the only guy they could be concerned about right now. Not great. They're going to have to get a lot more creative with their offense here. Very simplistic offense. SGA has the ball up top, and it's allowing the Spurs to just load up on him, forcing him to swing the ball around. J. Will catches it, drives to the rim, gets under the basket, and throws it away. Great defense from the Spurs yet again. Wemby knocked down both free throws, by the way. It's a 7-point lead. They lob it down low to Wemby again. He sees a double team. They lob it over to Castle. Castle in the paint, pump fakes, kicks it out to Harper. Harper on the right wing. No hesitation 3 from him. He can't get it to go down. Castle battling on the board for it. Gets knocked out of bounds by Castle. It'll go back to the Thunder. Castle arguing the challenge for it. And I don't think the Spurs have any interest in using a challenge there. And here come the Thunder bringing it down. 40 seconds to go. SGA has it up top, being guarded by Castle. Quickly goes to his right, trying to attack the open space to kick it to Caruso in the right corner for a 3. And Alex Caruso delivers yet again. Big time shots from Alex Caruso tonight. His 5th made 3. Again, they will live with Alex Caruso trying to beat him from 3 here tonight. Castle has it up top, being guarded by Caruso. 20 seconds to go here. Castle telling Wembanyama to take a step back. Castle dancing around a Champagny screen. Now dancing around a Wemby screen. 5 seconds on the shot clock, not a time left. Castle stops, cross-court pass, Vassell, wide open right corner 3, Devin Vassell. He delivers at the end of the shot clock there with a big-time 3 of his own. Anything you can do, I can do better offense. What a pass from Steph Castle, by the way. SGA immediately sees a double team, gets it inside the Caruso. He'll dribble into a pull-up 3. He'll miss it. Rebounded by Steph Castle. Home run 3/4 court. He doesn't get it off in time, misses it anyway, and that's going to be the end of our third quarter, 80-73. It's the second 3 from Devin Vassell. We got 2 threes from Vassell, 2 threes from Champagny. Again, we're looking at our bingo card here. We need Vassell for 1 more 3. We need Champagny for 1 more 3. Take how we said, I think they feel if they keep looking at the refs, they'll start getting the flop calls. That might be it. That might be it. Stir Show said, show us on the doll. Oh, brother. I don't even want to finish that. Good thing the chat scrolled through. Where Dort touched you? Come on, brother. Keenar said Castle strong like a brick house? Yeah. Yeah, he is. And he's only, what, 22? Yeah, he is. JP Drums, what's up, JP? Satisfying to see a team give OKC a run for their money? Absolutely. Absolutely. King Tomador, what's up, King? I smell a sweep? I don't know, brother. I don't know. The fact that the Spurs are doing this without Fox is huge for them and huge for their confidence, of course. Isaiah Gardner said, just stop SGA, you're good. I mean, that's the gamble that the Spurs are running right now. They're like literally anybody but SGA. We don't believe in any of your other players, right? J-Dub's got 17 points tonight, but it's taken him 16 shot attempts to get there. He doesn't look as explosive as he normally would, considering he's been dealing with a hamstring all year. Pedro said, Caruso really is OKC's MVP this game? Yeah. I mean, without him, where would they be? Alex Caruso tonight has 19 points, 5 for 9 from 3, 7 for 12 from the floor. But you look at the other things. Alex Caruso is an intangibles kind of player. And if he is mostly worried about putting the ball in the basket for a team that is taking the ball out of SGA's hands, he's got 1 rebound, no assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 block. Not enough from Alex Caruso, even though he's put the ball in the basket at an obscene rate for where he's at. Caruso being their leading scorer is not really a good sign. Not a good sign at all. SGA only 10 points is obviously not a good sign. This is excellent defensive game plan from San Antonio Spurs. And here's the thing with the Thunder. The Thunder are like the peak version of what the Pistons tried to do this year. Although SGA is a much more polished player than Cade Cunningham is. You know, obviously Cunningham earlier in his career is a number 1 option, whereas SGA has like been in this spot for a couple of years and has refined his game to being an MVP caliber player. Where Cade Cunningham is trying to get there. He's also not a natural scorer the way SGA is. He more so wants to be a playmaker. But you look at the rest of the roster for this Thunder team, and it's like, I mean, they have options, obviously, right? They obviously have options, and you go through it, and you look at it, and you go, well, Chet Holmgren should be able to give you something, and Hartenstein should be able to give you something. Lou Dort, you're not really going to expect too much out of him, but J-Dub, 0 for 1 from 3 tonight, 7 for 16 from the field, 5 boards, 3 assists, 2 turnovers from him. You go down to the bench, and it's like outside of Alex Caruso, which again, McCain knocked down a couple of shots in 14 minutes, cool. A.J. Mitchell's literally knocked down 1 shot in 15 minutes. That's not good. Kayson Wallace has 5 points in 19 minutes. That's not good either. When Jared McCain is your most impactful player off the bench, outside of Caruso again, it's not great. And they also run incredibly simple offensive sets. They are very reliant on their star-level talent just beating you, right? The fact that J-Dub is a great driver of the basketball and can get to the rim whenever he wants, when healthy, he's not healthy, is something that the Thunder have always relied on. The fact that SGA could always consistently get to that mid-range follow-away shot is something that the Oklahoma City Thunder have always consistently relied on. And they're going to have to get creative with their offensive sets with the way the Spurs are guarding them here. Let's see if they can make that adjustment. They lob it over the top to Keldon Johnson in the lane. They kick it out to Vassell. A bad pass at his feet. Can't get the 3 off. Instead, they lob it into Wemby. Wemby in the high post, left wing, being guarded by Holmgren. Faces up, drop step, puts up the little floater on the baseline, throws up an air ball. Great defense from Chet Holmgren there. Kayson Wallace gets it over to A.J. Mitchell, who pump fakes, being guarded by Bryant to kick it up top to Kayson Wallace, coming to his right. Wallace kicks it over to Holmgren, right corner, ran up the line, but he's stepping on the sideline, and that's going to be out of bounds. Ball back to the Spurs here. No SGA to start the quarter here. This is what we got. There is SGA out there. We got Holmgren, SGA, Caruso, Wallace, and Mitchell, and that's a part of the problem for the Oklahoma City Thunder here. There are times where I'm like, is SGA even out there? Yeah, he is out there. He's going to have to take a huge step up here in this fourth quarter. We know he's capable of doing it, obviously back-to-back MVPs, but he has been very MIA here tonight, and Keldon Johnson continues to fire away. He knocks down his 3rd 3 out of the left corner. Again, a beautiful skip cross-court pass from Steph Castle there coming off the screen. Mitchell pull up long 2 from him. He got it to go. It's a long 2, though. And it's 83-75. 8-point lead for the Spurs here. Castle bringing it down. Kicks it out to Wemby. Wemby a deep logo 3 straight away. Careens off the side of the rim. A bad shot from Wembanyama. They get it over to SGA bringing it down. He sees 2 people. Crosses over to his left trying to find the open space. He does. Mid-range jumper can't get it to go down though. And that's what happens. The Spurs have got him off his rhythm. He's rushing it now. He's like, oh my goodness, open space. He goes to it immediately, rises up to shoot it, and he misses it because now he's rushing it. He doesn't know when the next one's going to come. And they call a moving screen on Devin Vassell as SGA looks like he just kind of lost his footing and fell over, but they give him the call there. Chris Kahn, what's up, Chris Kahn? Let's go Spurs are going to the finals and Knicks, baby. Hope so, brother. Hope so. Chaos Kid said, we need Vince Carter. It's over. I mean, it's an 8-point game, brother. It's far from over. Far from over. SGA has it up top, being guarded by Carter Bryant. Coming to his left, down the lane, stops, kicks it up top to Holmgren. Extra pass over to Wallace. Wallace on the right wing, dance with it against Vassell. Wallace gets the ball knocked out of his hands, loose ball. Wallace goes back to pick it up. Shot clock down to 5. He drives it in and throws it away to Dylan Harper. Excellent defense yet again. And the Thunder just way too sloppy with the ball. Just blindly throwing it to the corner. And like 4 or 5 times here tonight, the Spurs are like, oh, we cover the corners. Like, this is not the Lakers. This is not the Suns. Wemby has it in the paint, pivots multiple times, leans in, lefty layup ball glass, got it to go. Just bigger and stronger than Chet Holmgren there. Victor Wembanyama stirring himself in the paint here. You love to see. He's got 23 points, 14 rebounds here. A.J. Mitchell up top, dance with it against Harper, coming to his left off the screen. Keldon Johnson's going to pick him up. A.J. Mitchell's going to pull it back out. They swing it over to SGA, being guarded by Carter Bryant. Carter Bryant's doing a good job against him here tonight. Driving it to his left, has it in the mid-range. They bring 2 defenders over. He pump fake, leans in, draws the foul. Carter Bryant, why you got to get caught in the air, brother? You had him. You had him tied up. Excellent defense, but SGA just crafty enough to hit him with that head fake, get Carter Bryant up in the air, and get him jumping into him. You had him tied up. Carter Bryant, excellent double teep from Vassell at the last second there to force SGA to turn the other way. Kanahara, too big, too strong. He was indeed too big, too strong, especially in a matchup against Chet Holmgren there. SGA knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. 9:28 to go exactly here. Shot Collis said, do the Spurs just have the Thunder number? The Thunder were 1-4 against them in the regular season. I wouldn't say that they have their number. They have a great game plan against them, and they executed very, very well. It's literally, they are taking advantage of the fact that if SGA is not garnering space in the mid-range over and over again, he's going to have to trust his teammates to knock down shots. And the Spurs are making the gamble that, like, well, your teammates are not going to be good enough to knock down shots. Vassell on the right wing is going to pump fake, attack the lane, throws a lob up top to Wemby, and Wemby just simply guides it through the basket. It's not a traditional lob, catch, and tip in or dunk. He just catches it and guides it through the basket on the lob attempt. SGA knocked down the other free throw. It's a 10-point game, 87-77. They throw 2 bodies to SGA again. They give Caruso the open 3, and Caruso knocks down yet another one. They, like I said, we said it to start the game, and the Spurs are living proof of it. They will live with Alex Caruso 3-point attempts. He's 6 for 10 from 3 tonight, and the Spurs don't care. Castle Euro steps down the lane, can't get the layup to go. A lot of contact, no foul call. Here comes A.J. Mitchell, stops, loses his balance, gets it over to SGA. Euro's down the lane to kick it out to Caruso. They run him off the 3-point line this time. Behind the back pass to SGA, little floater comes up short. Wembanyama the rebound. SGA was way too afraid, and a foul on SGA. SGA, a little spooked the Wembanyama there. He short arms the floater attempt. Gold, what's up, Gold? Keanar said, yeah, can't coach with all them letters in your name. Dagnall. He's going to have to get creative here. He's going to have to get creative here with the way the Spurs are guarding them. SGA is going to have to figure it out. This is excellent defense from the Spurs. But the Spurs are showing the limitation of this Thunder team in the sense that, again, they are going to force somebody not named SGA to beat them here tonight. Wemby goes to the bench. Let's see if the Thunder can go on a run here and get back into it. It's only a 7-point game. Champagny pump fakes, goes to the rim, kicks it in the corner. Keldon Johnson, another corner 3, comes up short on that one. Cornette knocks the ball loose. Castle chases it down, tries to save it to Harper. He saves it right to SGA. He's one-on-one against Castle to the rim. Lefty layup, can't get it to go. Loose ball, knocked loose. Picked up by who? Out of bounds. It's going to stay here with the Thunder. And everybody on the court immediately signals for the challenge, for the bench to challenge it. Bad save there from both Castle and Harper there. It is the Thunder basketball. No challenges here. McCain gets it into Harnstein. Harnstein gets it over to SGA. SGA up top. SGA being guarded by two defenders yet again. SGA. Cross-court pass, Holmgren, left wing three. They wave off the three. He missed it anyway, but they wave it off. They call an offensive foul on Isaiah Harnstein, setting an illegal screen along the baseline, keeping Castle away from closing out to Holmgren on the perimeter. Again, two defenders on SGA. We are going to dare you to pass this ball and trust your teammates. And SGA is trying to swing it out to his teammates. They have just, outside of Alex Caruso, is the only guy who's rewarded SGA's trust here tonight. Everyone else has struggled to knock down shots and play off of SGA's gravity. He's drawing two defenders. Somebody's going to have to step up here. Harper down the lane. Tough floater over McCain. Oh, my goodness. A little bit of going at Jared McCain over and over again as well. We've seen Vassell do it. We just saw Harper do it there. We've seen Castle do it. If they see Jared McCain, it's whoever offense on Jared McCain. Whoever he's guarding, you attack him. T in the morning said, Harnstein is selling the game. I mean, that's kind of what he does come playoff time, right? When there's a big matchup and you need Harnstein to step up. I mean, Knicks saw it. Knicks fans saw it, right? I mean, the guy was truly horrendous in guarding Joel Embiid that one playoffs. Truly horrendous. Student said, the OKC coach had plenty of time to make adjustments knowing the way the Spurs had played them in the regular season. That's a great point, Susan. It's a great point. They know the game plan that the Spurs are coming out with. And they haven't really had an answer here in Game 1. Let's see if they figure it out through this 7-game series. If not, I think it's going to be quicker than people suspect, man. But look, game's not over yet. 89-80. Let's see if they figure it out here. Bruce Fowler said, y'all be calling your second consecutive Eastern Conference Finals featuring your New York Knicks. Yes, sir. Who has it better than you? Oh, man. Plenty of people, really. Plenty of people. You guys. You guys get to just sit down, relax, and watch it. I got to be stressed about it. I got to make content about it. I got to call the game. AB said, so far, so good. I mean, look, man, I know Knicks fans beat the Spurs in the regular season 2 out of 3 times, and the time they lost, that third game. The only reason we could say that they lost is because Julian Champagnie turned into Klay Thompson for a game. But, I mean, the way the Spurs are playing here tonight, this is tough. This is a tough defense to crack. I will tell you, the players not named SGA and Alex Caruso have really let down the Thunder here tonight. I mean, you would think that A.J. Mitchell would be able to take advantage of a couple 5-on-4 or 4-on-3 situations with the double teams that SGA is drawing. But I also think in a sense that SGA is giving the ball up too early. Like, he's seeing multiple defenders, and instead of maybe trying to take the gamble of attacking the double team and trying to draw the double team in closer, and then try to find an open man to attack some space. But at the same time, it's a lot of lack of movement here for the Thunder. If they're double teaming SGA with the ball, maybe get him off ball. Maybe move him around a little bit in the same way that the Knicks are moving around Jalen Brunson. Bruce Fowler said the Spurs are pulling for the Knicks. Listen, I'll tell you this, man. Adam Silver is going to be giggling himself to sleep tonight if, or not even just tonight, but moving forward, if it winds up being the Knicks taking on the Spurs in the NBA Finals, which, by the way, begins June 3rd. They've already set the date. He will be giggling himself to bed if he's like, ha, ha, ha. So the two teams that made it to the finals of my in-season tournament are going to be in the NBA Finals. Gee, it's almost as if the in-season tournament is a predictor of good basketball teams making it to deep into the playoff runs. He's going to love it. Jay Chang said, Harper's got 15 points. Good point, brother. Good point. McCain, still stuck on 7. We need one more 3 from Jared McCain to get to 10. We need that. We have, where is he at? Where is he at? Harper for 15, he's down here. Haven't had too much filled in here tonight, guys. Kind of a crappy bingo card so far. Don't love it. Don't love our bingo card tonight. Like I said, it's been a little bit of a slog of the game. Just a little bit. SJ with only 12, he's not getting 30 tonight, I'll tell you that. Castle with 20. Castle's got 15, he's still on pace for that. AJ Mitchell ain't getting to 15, I'll tell you that. Tough night. 9-point lead for the Spurs. Let's see if the Thunder can turn this around and make this a closer game. It's only 9. It's single digits, but it's felt larger, and they've held this lead for a long time, trading baskets over and over again. AJ Mitchell driving it down to kick it up top to McCain. They get over to SGA. SGA dancing with it, crosses over to his right, sees multiple bodies again to kick it out to AJ Mitchell. In the lane, stops, spins. He's got Wemby on him, leaves it off for Lou Dort in the paint. Keldon Johnson just getting caught sleeping, getting hit back door by Lou Dort there. Great movement. Again, off-ball movement. Who would have guessed it would end up with some open space there. Great pass. Great pass to get Lou Dort open under the basket. Castle has it up top, being guarded by SGA. Castle dancing with it. Driving to his right, picks up his handle, cross-court pass. Vassell catches it in the corner, lobs it down low to Wembanyama, and he gets fouled by Lou Dort. Pushing Wemby in the back there in the post. I love these calls here. Lou Dort being overly aggressive with Wemby in the post. You guys, I've talked about it a bunch. My pet peeve is when they allow smalls to be overly aggressive with bigs just because they're smaller. It is a huge pet peeve of mine, and I'm happy they're hitting Lou Dort with these fouls because they are absolutely fouls. Castle has it up top, 6:40 to go. They get it to Wemby in the post. Lou Dort knocks the ball loose. It'll stay here with the Spurs. There's 4.4 on the shot clock for the Spurs here. ARW, what's up, ARW? Castle, Johnson, Barnes, and 4 first picks for Giannis. Let's go. They're not trading for Giannis, brother. They're not trading Castle for Giannis. And an off-ball foul, a loose ball foul, and Jared McCain trying to box out Castle on the quick catch and shoot off the inbounds play is going to keep the ball here with the Spurs. Joe said they're calling it fair for both teams. Loving that? Absolutely. And done a good job of not falling for every single foul grift we've seen here tonight from either Castle or SGA or other players as well. Wemby spins in the lane, kicks out to Champagny last second, right corner 3. Can't get it to us, man. And a loose ball foul, looks like on Wembanyama, going over the back of J. Will there. Big man J. Will. AR said, OKC, you next year, alien takeover? I mean, OKC might go down this year, brother. We don't have to look to next year when we're literally here right now. Wembanyama comes up on the block with a step-back mid-range shot from SGA. Way too predictable from SGA here tonight. He's going to have to mix up his attacks here. They lob it to Wemby in the high post, being guarded by Lou Dort. Wemby throws a bullet pass out to Champagny, over to Vassell, over to Harper. Harper dancing with it, coming to his right, driving it down against McCain. Again, it's anybody offense on McCain. Harper can't knock down the floater over him, just rolls off the side of the rim. Unlucky bounce. We're past the halfway point. Here comes SGA bringing it down, coming to his left. Vassell hedges out hard, picks him up on the left wing. Wembanyama clapping against SGA out there. He's going to show the double team now. SGA is going to attack to his left, blowing past Wemby. Scoop layup, got it to go for SGA, and the foul for on Victor Wembanyama will send SGA to the foul line for one more, and that's the kind of quick, aggressive decision making you need from SGA. Just because they're showing double teams does not mean you automatically have to be passive every single night. Went quickly, beat Wemby off the bounce. He wasn't expecting him. He was expecting him to settle for the jump shot again. And instead he didn't. He went quickly, went to the basket, got the scoop layup to go before Wemby can get to the shot block, and ultimately drew the foul as Wembanyama went for the shot block and fell all over on top of him. And that's exactly what you need to do if you're SGA. You need to switch up your attacks here. Mix them up, keep them off balance. An extremely predictable game being played here from not just the Thunder, but also from SGA. Mark said, are they seriously chanting, ref, you suck? Refs are the reason you're there, OKC. Big, strong part of the reason, for sure. For sure. Jay Davis, what's up, Jay Davis? Ain't over yet. Not at all. Not at all. Bruce Fowler said, wondering why I'm sitting here sweating. Well, what do you know? A heat advisory in effect. It's going to be like 90 plus 34th Street mosh pit. Then I'll go. It is going to be like 90 plus degrees tomorrow. Yep, I did see that. It was like 80 something degrees today. It was disgusting. Pedro said, ain't no foul? I mean, when a guy falls on top of you after going for a shot block on your layup attempt, that's going to be a foul, brother. It should be a foul. SGA going to the foul line for a free throw here, but we got a timeout first. We got 5:20 to go. in this fourth quarter. And again, it's been a slog of a game. It's 89-84. We could say it's been a defensive battle, but the Oklahoma City Thunder have had a rough offensive game here tonight in terms of their decision-making and their processing, let alone even their shot-making. No J-Dub here in this fourth quarter so far. I'm sure he's got limited minutes with the hamstring injury. A.J. Mitchell was out there with Jared McCain. Neither of those guys providing a whole lot here tonight. 4 points, 3 boards, 4 assists from A.J. Mitchell. He's doing a couple of the intangible things. Interesting that we have Lou Dort out there instead of Alex Caruso. Might see Alex Caruso come back in after this timeout. We'll see. Definitely would close the game with that guy. He's been hooping. Adam Hurley, what's up, Adam? Go Spurs. I don't support floppers. Well, Wemby is also a flopper. So is Castle. And they're all floppers, brother. This is the NBA. Everybody's flopping. Amy Machu said the Spurs have really controlled this game. They can't give it away now? Absolutely. It would be a disastrous ending for the Spurs to play this hard and execute their game plan this well defensively and not be able to pull it off. Which is why if you're De'Aaron Fox, you don't just completely take the entire game off. You have to give your team something. My guy AP with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, AP. Thank you for that, brother. He said, how is iHeart doing? He should have took the deal from Don last year. We got to be ready tomorrow. Can't sleep on the Cavaliers. Can't sleep on the Cavaliers at all. They're going to come out and look to steal game one. They're playing with a lot of confidence right now. They won't be as tired as the Philadelphia 76ers were after their 7-game series because they are a deeper team. But you had rest. You'll probably come out a bit rusty. Don't overreact to it. You just gotta find a way to pull that game off. It's not going to be easy. That's a good team right there in the Cleveland Cavaliers. Can't overlook them. Pedro said, but SGA's signature move is a free throw? I mean, so Castle's trying to get there too. Wembanyama's trying to get there with the flopping game as well. They're just not as good at it as SGA. They're all floppers, brother. They're all floppers. Just because one guy's better at flopping doesn't mean that I hate him more than the other floppers. They're all floppers. They all are. Keith said, what's up, Keith? Miguel Rivera, what's up, Miguel? Keith said, flopping is the new dance? Yeah, flopping is in. Mostly because that's how you get officials to notice you and give you the foul calls. That's how you get them. SGA misses a free throw. Wembanyama with the rebound. Gets it over to Champagne. Gets it over to Castle. Castle will bring it down. Here we go. 5-point lead for the San Antonio Spurs. 89-84. A little over 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Pivotal game one. Who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take the lead? Castle has it up top, being guarded by SGA. They get it to Wembanyama in the post, being guarded by Caruso. Wembanyama leans in, gets it over to Harper in the paint against Holmgren, and he just gets it up and in there. The rookie able to get it over one of the best rim protectors in the league in Chet Holmgren. Not a small man, a 7-foot-tall, long wingspan man. And Dylan Harper able to find the space to get the layup to go. SGA to the rim, gets fouled by Dylan Harper. He's going to the foul line for 2 more free throws. Dylan Harper just late on the help side there. They've been excellent at being early in that gap help against SGA and forcing him to settle for jump shots or kickouts. And that time, Dylan Harper just not cognizant enough of being in that gap help. Forced SGA to pass it to Holmgren, who's not been great here tonight. SGA at the foul line for 2. Knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. I didn't even answer my guy AP's general super chat question. He said, how is iHeart doing? Not great. There's a reason why you're not seeing him on the court here to close the game out. The reason why he didn't start the second half. SGA knocks down both free throws. 5-point game again. 4:45 to go. Dylan Harper has it up top. Harper hands it off to Vassell. Vassell gets it over to Castle. Castle swings through to his right, driving it down against Mitchell, getting it all the way to the rim. The lead gather step layup gets blocked out of bounds by Alex Caruso. Great recovery from Caruso. Son Jensen, I detested Dylan Brooks until he played on my team. That's usually how it goes. He is one of those guys. Vassell off the inbounds, baseline jumper, can't get it to go. Rebounded by SGA, he'll bring it down. That's usually how it goes. There are guys you hate to go against, but once they're on their team, you love them. SGA on the left wing, dance with it against Champagny, leans in, pump fake, throws the lob up top to Holmgren, hits the rim, bounces and cranes out. J-Dub able to pick it up. Fall away jumper in the paint over Steph Castle. Got it to go down for J-Dub. And it's a 3-point game. A little over 4 minutes to go. Spurs bringing it down. Here we go. We are in clutch time. If you're the Spurs, you got to find a way to pull this one out. Steal game one. They get over to Champagny. He'll spot up on the pick and pop. Too strong off the back rim. Can't get it to go. Vassell knocks the rebound out to Castle. Castle, jab step, coming to his left. He sees a lane. They kick it out. Harper, wide open, right wing three. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound there. Knocked out of bounds off the Thunder. It's going to stay here with the Spurs. Under 4 to go. Isaiah Garner said, yeah, Spurs need Fox. Yeah, if only they had a Fox-level player available that they could use. We're going to get a timeout here with under 4 minutes to go and a 3-point lead for the Spurs. AR said, NBA's favorite player type of league. Not too many people really got favorite teams unless you're a diehard or bandwagon. Yeah, that's a problem with the league, brother. It's a problem with the league. Get these player fans out of here. I got no respect for you if you're a player fan and you don't belong to a team. Get out of here. That is absolutely ridiculous. I got no respect for you. You're not a real basketball fan if you don't have a favorite team. AP, another generous super chat. Appreciate you, brother. He said, iHeart sold out, left the team that made him. Yeah, indeed he did, brother. Yeah, indeed he did. And it's not like they weren't interested in negotiating with him. They literally, the second they were available, offered him the most amount of money they could. Keenan Hard to AR said, we're actually old fans. Got real teams to root for and not just favorite players. I think if you don't have a favorite team and you have a favorite player, you actually don't like basketball. I think you actually just want to be involved in a social dynamic of being involved in like sports talk, but you actually don't like basketball if you don't have a favorite team. Get invested. Pick a team, follow through with it. AR said, my favorite team was Miami, then Cleveland, then Lakers, but now it's the Spurs. Let's go. You don't have a favorite team, brother. You're a bandwagon fan, which is fine. If you want to be a casual bandwagon fan, you can. I just, if you really want to get invested in something, brother, pick a team and stick with them, even through the dark ages. They get it into Dylan Harper up top. 3:50 to go. Harper on the left wing, trying to get it to Wemby. It's being guarded by Holmgren. They get it to Wemby, high post, left wing. Catches, pump fake, jab step to his left, to the rim. Gets blocked at the rim, can't get it to go. Loose ball, knocked out of bounds. It's going to go to the Thunder. They get a stop on Wembanyama in the post there. Wemby went too aggressively to the rim, tried to throw it down, got blocked by the rim. And now here comes Caruso bringing it down. It's a 3-point game. They could tie it up here, or at least cut it to 1. J-Dub attacking to his left, attacking Wembanyama. Stops, pump fake, kicks it out to Caruso, leaves it off to SGA. Bullet pass inside the Caruso to the rim. Got the layup to go for Alex Caruso. He said, I don't care about Wemby. I'm going to the rim. If you're blocking, you're blocking. That's the mentality you got to have. 91 to 90, 3:15 to go. Castle has it up top. Castle swings it over to Champagny. He's going to pump fake from 3 to get over to Wemby up top. Being guarded by Caruso. Wembanyama pulls it out, sees a double team, spins, kicks it out to Champagny, swings it over to Vassell. Catch and shoot on the left wing for Devin Vassell. Comes up short. Battle on the glass for the rebound. Castle picks it up and turns it over. Doing a little too much there for Castle. SGA bringing it down. Double step back. Left wing 3. Off the back rim. Can't get it to go. Dylan Harper the rebound. Well, that's a tough shot there from SGA. Tried to bring the house down and give them the lead. But now here comes Castle the other way. They get it inside the Wemby at the foul line. Against Caruso. Leans in. Kicks it out back to Castle. Castle coming to his left. Spins. Lobs it down low to Wemby. Catches. Gets fouled by A.J. Mitchell. Wemby's going to the foul line for 2. They haven't been given these lob attempts, free throw attempts. So I would expect this to be side out of bounds. AR said Castle is a turnover machine. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. If only they had another point guard out there who could take some of the burden off this ball off the ball handling duties of Steph Castle here and some of the decision making. AP said, I was a Michael Jordan in the 80s as a kid. Does that count? Yeah. Yeah, what are you doing, brother? Don't be a weirdo. Room for the enemy? Come on, big dog. Wemby has it up top. They get over to Castle. Castle coming to his left, off the Wemby screen, dancing with it. They swing it over to Champagny. Extra pass to Vassell. Left corner 3 for Vassell. Right corner 3 for Vassell. He got it to go. It's his third made 3, by the way. We can fill that in on the bingo card. SGA up top, crosses over to his right, attacking Wemby, leans in, step back, fall away jumper, got it to go for SGA. 94-92, 2 minutes to go. Come on, timer, keep up, timer, keep up. Why are you stopping go? We got 2 minutes to go. Why are we a minute behind? And there's a foul. It looks like it's going to be on Wemby. I look down to mess with the timer. Did he run over Caruso there? Wemby clapping it up. Let's see it. Wemby goes right into him. It's a flop. It's a flop. Come on, man. We can't be rewarding this. Stop putting guards on big men. Stop doing it. Yeah, go ahead and look at it, officials. Go ahead and look at it. And see the absolute acting, flopping job by Caruso. Good job by Caruso. He drew the foul. But come on, man. It's my biggest pet peeve in the NBA. Stop rewarding small players guarding big players. You're too small. If I lean into you, you're going to fall over and I'm going to get hit with a foul. Because you're just too small. Sean Martin, what's up, Sean? Abigail, what's up, Abigail? Hope to have overtime? Let's see. TD Morning said OKC's running out of time. It's only a 2-point game, though. More than enough time for that. AR said a couple of years ago they were calling flopping fouls. What happened? It's called points of emphasis, and they only call it to stop people from complaining about it, but now it's getting out of hand yet again. This isn't even an offensive foul, man. This isn't even an offensive foul. We have Vassell for 3 threes. Mitchell doesn't have 15 points. He's got 4. We have Caruso for 24. We don't have him up here. We have Keldon Johnson for 15. I don't think he has that. Keldon Johnson tonight has 13. He's 2 points away from 15. No goaltend, no failed challenge, no tech foul. Common foul, nothing beyond that. TD Morning said, Chevy, the Knicks, your Knicks are about to play the king of flopping tomorrow. Harden? The starter of the entire revolution, really? What else do we have? Wallace for 15. He does not have 15. Case on Wallace off the bench. 5 points for him. Jaron McCain only got 7. Man, our bingo card's getting torched, man. J-Dub, he got 18. No, he's got 19. J-Dub, come on, brother. Come on, J-Dub. One more basket. That's all I'm asking for. That's all I'm asking for. Here we go. Under 2 to go. SGA kicks out Caruso. Straightaway 3 from Caruso. He's been hitting all night. Another one for Alex Caruso. His 7th made 3. He's had the touch tonight. 7 for 11 from 3 for Caruso. And I said they would live with Alex Caruso knocking down threes, trusting he's not going to hit them all night. Alex Caruso burning them by hitting his threes all night long. Wemby has it up top. Looking for a handoff partner. Gets it out to Castle, crossing over to his left, picks up his handle, in the corner to Champagny, catching 5 for Champagny at the shot clock buzzer. Champagny gets it to go. Anything you can do, I can do. Better offense. Give me those 3 points right back as the Spurs go up by 2. 1:20 to go here. Come on, timer. Get on my nerves, timer. Caruso kicks it out to J-Dub. J-Dub up top, dancing with it against Champagny. Crosses over to his left, floater in the lane, hit off the front of the rim, gets the soft bounce to go down when tied at 97. AP with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, AP. Here comes Castle bringing it down. A little over a minute to go. Castle up top, coming to his right. Caruso picks him up. They lob it down low to Wemby. Wemby, it's a bad pass from Castle to turnover. SGA, one man to beat in Castle. Bump Euro down the lane, layup. Can't get the finger roll to go. Wemby comes flying in for the rebound. Ripping it away, picks it up, gets it over to Castle. Wow, what a defensive play. What an absolute blunder. What an absolute blunder from SGA. Get that ball over to Caruso. He's running the wing with you. Come on, man. Kane Hart said strawberry Champagny. He's hooping, man. He is hooping. That fills in Champagny for 3 threes, by the way. I'm going to get to my guy AP Super Chat in a second. Appreciate you, brother. Whew. Champagny for 3 threes now. We're not close to bingo in almost any area. I mean, our props have just taken a beating here tonight. Terrible bingo card. The Thunder normally don't give us good bingo cards. I'm not going to lie. I think it's a Thunder thing. Shot caller said SGA should have passed. SGA absolutely should have passed. He's 5 for 18 tonight. 18 points and 18 shot attempts. Not good. My guy AP. Run it back. Run it back for my guy AP. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate your generosity. He said, started as a Jordan fan in the 80s, Charlotte in the early 90s, adopted the Knicks in 91, 92. Hey, Michael Jordan's from Brooklyn, hit the likes. I don't care. He never wore New York across his chest. Never wore New York across your chest. But you know what? We got you on the right side of history, AP. We got you on the Knicks, and you haven't looked back since. So I appreciate you, brother. Lorenzo Barreo. What's up, Lorenzo? Go, Spurs, go. Here we go. Abigail Crusoe's a handkerchief here. Sold on the market. Chief is praised. Caruso, the overall leader in scoring in this game. 27 points from Caruso tonight. 10 for 15 from the floor. He's hit 7 threes. Captain Mass. What's up, Captain Mass? He actually said Caruso out of his mind. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. We have under a minute to go. Harper dribbles it into the lane, almost turns it over, picks it up, ball almost ripped away, finds a way to save it out. Champagny pump fakes back out to Vassell. They swing it over to Harper. He swings through to his left, behind the back, loses the handle again, gets caught in the air, almost turns it over again, throws it up at the rim, draws the foul. He's going to the foul for 2. Dylan Harper, about 4 or 5 separate occasions there, almost turns it over, somehow finds a way to get the ball back, throws it up at the rim with Chet Holmgren hanging all over him, able to draw the foul. I mean, there's like 10 fouls going on here as they're grabbing and holding on to Dylan Harper's hands, and he somehow finds a way to hold on to it. What poise from the rookie point guard as Harper rattles in a free throw in the conference finals of Game 1 here. He almost got that little heave to go in anyway. And Mitch Johnson got a little smile on his face like, yeah, there you go, rookie. Finding a way to just pull it through. Knock down the free throw to give them a 1-point lead. Big time free throw here. Mark said, okay, refs totally on OKC's payroll. So many fouls. There was like 10 fouls on that possession there. Dylan Harper was out of control, though. But part of him being out of control was all the grabbing and pushing and holding. Harper at the foul line. Knocks down the second free throw. Ice water in the kid's veins, man. If there was any sign that this kid was going to be a future star, let alone superstar in this league, and starting for the injured all-star De'Aaron Fox, 19, 7, and 4 as a rookie point guard. In the conference finals against the best defense in the league and also the best perimeter defense in the league. And I don't think he has a turnover here tonight. Dylan Harper tonight, 6 steals for Harper, 0 turnovers. Steph Castle, 9 turnovers. He said, don't worry, Dylan Harper. I got enough turnovers for the both of us. 9 turnovers for Castle tonight. An absolute disaster of a game for him. 15.6 boards, 8 assists, 9 turnovers. I'll tell you what, if he can get 1 more turnover and 2 more assists, I'll take that as the triple-double, but we only have 37 seconds to go here. Adam Brolos. What's up, Adam? Harper's unbelievable? Absolutely unbelievable, man. Absolutely unbelievable. AR said Harper over Castle? They're on the same team, brother. We don't have to pit 2 guys against each other on the same team. Miguel Rivera said, I want OKC to lose this series. I'm with you, Miguel. I'm with you. I'm more so rooting against OKC than rooting for San Antonio. I just want to see the champions go down. Rose said, did McCain even play? He did play. He played, I don't know, something between 15 to 20 minutes. He scored 7 points tonight. It was close to the 10-point marker we had set for him. Here we go. Big-time defensive play here. Let's see if the Thunder can not just tie it up, maybe take the lead. SGA goes quickly. Scoop Blade with the left hand, high off glass, can't get it to go, draws the foul. He's going to the foul line for 2. Foul on Steph Castle. SGA caught it and went quickly. He didn't want the defense to load up and get set here for the Spurs. See the replay on it. Yeah, it's a little shove on Castle for sure. Little tiny shove. SGA hits the first free throw. Got another one coming. Nick Yak said, I've never seen playoffs with so many turnovers from the best 8 teams. True. About to see, hopefully, the Cavs turn it over like crazy. SGA knocks down both free throws. Here we go, y'all. 30 seconds to go. Castle bringing it down. It's coming down to the wire. What do we got? What do we got, y'all? Castle has it up top. They're going to try to get it to Wemby. He's got Caruso hanging all over him. They're going to wind down as much time as possible. Castle coming to his right off the screen. Castle's got 9 turnovers. They get it to Wemby up top, being guarded by J-Dub. Wemby spins, coming to his right, spins back to his left in the lane, throws up the floater, rattles it in for Victor Wembanyama. And a timeout for the Oklahoma City Thunder as the Spurs take a 2-point lead with 11.5 to go. Wembanyama said, get out of my way, give me the ball, and watch me cook. Rue Simpson, Wemby, SGA, what you got for us, brother? Not only did you win MVP, you won Clutch Player of the Year. What you got for us, SGA? TD in the morning said, yikes, OKC needs a bucket. Yes, indeed they do. Yes, indeed they do. Victor Wembanyama, 27 points, 17 rebounds here tonight. SGA does hit the 20-point marker. He does eventually get to 20 on a miserable shooting night. J-Dub with 21, which, by the way, we can fill that in. We need Keldon Johnson in the game for 2 more points, and we'd have bingo. We're literally 1 basket away from bingo here tonight with J-Dub filled in now. Kane Hart said, I just want to see SGA have to make the shot. No foul bailout. I'm with you. I'm with you. End this game on a shot attempt. Don't end it at the foul line. Ashton with the Bastion. Zuyuki with the Zuyuki. Let's go, Cousin Harper watching in the Philippines. Shout out Zuyuki from the Philippines, brother. Iron Wolf said, give the ball to Caruso. I mean, that's not a bad game plan either with the way he's played. Here we go. Coming out of it. What do we got? 101 to 99. You got to expect this ball's going to SGA. Get it into A.J. Mitchell up top. Mitchell trying to get it to SGA. They do get it to him. Coming to his left. Side, all the way free. He gets to the rim for the scoop layup with 3 seconds to go. Tied game at 101. If you're Wemby, man, 3 seconds to go, by the way. Time not done yet. 3 seconds to go. Timeout for the Spurs, their final timeout. If you're Wemby, though, man, you got to come over on the help and trust the rotations behind you. You got to protect that rim if you're Wemby. I know he's hugged up to Chet Holmgren in the corner, but Vassell was there. Trust the rotation from Vassell there. You got to come over, Wemby. You got to come over. He doesn't. You got to trust that Vassell is going to clean up for you. Great cut by Holmgren, keeping Wemby occupied just enough. Just a great, great designed play for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Cleared out the entire side, had Wemby in the opposite corner clued to the shooter and Holmgren, and allowed SGA to go to work against Castle. Got to the basket with the scoop layup. Randy, what's up, Randy? Praying for overtime, got the game for over 205. Sitting at 202 right now. Kenar said, come on, Victor. Got 3 seconds to go. More than enough time to catch, make a move, maybe even 2 moves. You can make 2 moves in 3 seconds if you go quickly. Here we go. Here we go. Daryl Grant said 7-game series with overtimes in every game? Crazy. Crazy. What is this, 2008 Chicago versus Boston, round 1? If you know, you know. Here we go. Here we go. Dylan Harper will inbound it. Harper gets it into Wemby. Wemby at the foul line, stripped of the ball down the lane, gets blocked by Holmgren, looking for the foul, doesn't get it. And we have overtime in game 1 here, y'all. Overtime in game 1. Here we go. Throw 5 minutes on the clock. May the best team win. Here we go. Let's set ourselves up. Do we have overtime here on the Sheffield channel? No, we don't actually have overtime. We have what I like to call the faded 5th quarter. Line us up. Here we go. Here we go. Jean Martin, a great game. It got sloggy down there in the middle of it. Started off pretty good. Got a little sloggy in the middle. Well, they cleaned it up come fourth quarter time. It's been fun since then. All right, let's clean it up. Get our 5 minutes on the clock. Not 1 minute. 5 minutes. There we go. Nope. Not the sixth quarter. Ooh, not double overtime yet. Not double overtime yet. Let's set up a timer. And there we go. Get back to the faded fifth quarter. Boom, boom. There we go. Tied at 101. Here we go. And if we take a look at this. Team stats. 80-82. Thunder slightly winning the possession battle now. Mighty Montreal said, losing this game when you get a bad shooting night from SGA and Chet as a non-factor would be a very rough loss for the Spurs. They have to pull this out. Yep. And once you get to the Western Conference Finals, it is all hands on deck. I mean, J-Dub is out there gutting it out in a bad hammy. That's clearly not healed yet. And you have De'Aaron Fox and Streetclothes sitting on the side, yucking it up with the bench guys. Brother, get out there. Suit up. Nick Yak said, no sight of Hartenstein. No sight of Hartenstein. Non-factor in this game. Three-point shooting actually favors the Oklahoma City Thunder. If the Thunder can pull off this game, call it the Alex Caruso game for sure. He's got 7 threes tonight. Gotta wonder what his career high is. Free throw shooting heavily favoring the Spurs here tonight, 23-16. They've taken, 7 more threes, or 7 more free throws than the Oklahoma City Thunder, and they've done a good job of knocking down the free throws. There's 21-23, Thunder 15-16. Very good free throw shooting teams here. Very unlikely we have the 2 consecutive missed free throws from the same player in this series. Rose said, Fox injured the ankle in Minnesota Game 6. All hands on deck. If you can only give him 15 minutes, give him 15 minutes. If you can give him 10 minutes, give him 10 minutes. If you can walk, you can play, man. You can walk, you can play. It's the conference finals. It's not the regular season. It's not the first round. It's not even the second round. You are one of the final 4 teams left. You're over there yucking it up on the bench, walking around. Man, tie them ankles up. Put a boot on. Play with a boot on. Give them whatever you got. Big Yak said, you won't get another game from Caruso like this? Maybe. I wouldn't bet on it, though. I wouldn't bet on them not getting another game from Caruso like this. Wembanyama wins a tip. Here we go. Back into it. Start of the faded fifth quarter. They lob it in the Wembanyama in the post, being guarded by Caruso. They kick it out to Vassell. Vassell, right wing 3. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Chet Holmgren. Here comes SGA. SGA starting to figure out this defense a little bit here. He's finding his open spaces, coming to his left, loses the handle, and it's a turnover. Vassell bringing it down the other way. Vassell tries to get it over to Harper. Harper moving before catching the ball, and Harper, his first turnover of the game comes the beginning of the fourth quarter. A terrible time to turn it over. Back-to-back turnovers, one from SGA, one from Harper. A.J. Mitchell up top, coming to his right. Mitchell gets it over to SGA, being guarded by Harper, the rookie. SGA dancing with it up top, coming to his left. Double step back, puts up the fall-away 3. Air ball. Case on Wallace able to save it, though. And then knocked out of bounds. And it's out of bounds off of Caruso. Excellent defense. Caruso didn't know that they didn't reset the shot clock anyway. It would have been a shot clock violation, which would have helped our bingo card. What is shot clock violation? Would it have helped us? Who knows? Probably. Minute in, neither team has scored. 4 minutes, tied at 101. Castle down the lane, bullying his way to the basket. Slips on the court, gets fouled by A.J. Mitchell. It's like a hard, nasty fall there on the ground. Looked like he just slipped on a wet spot, but either way, it's a foul on Mitchell. Bodying him up in the paint. Side out of bounds here for the Spurs. Amy said bottom quarter. Shot clock violation down here. Yeah, it wouldn't have helped us in bingo, though. Castle has it up top. Castle coming to his right. Driving it down. He's got space. Going all the way to the rim. Two-handed hammer from Steph Castle, just rising up and saying, I'm making sure this one's going in. I'm just going to throw it down with 2 hands. No fancy layups or nothing. Just big Strong two-handed dunk. SGA up top, being guarded by Champagny on the switch. SGA is dancing with it, coming to his left. In the lane, throws up the floater. Can't get it to go down. Wemby with the rebound. Wemby bringing it down. Gets it over to Champagny. Champagny over to Castle. He'll take the baseline. Gets caught in the air and throws it away. Harper able to save the loose ball. Nope. Caruso picks it up. Kicks it over to J-Dub. 1-on-1 against Champagny. Gets stripped by Champagny. Wemby diving for it. Knocked out of bounds. It looks like it was kicked off of Chet Holmgren. Wemby frantically signaling for a challenge. It did look like if it was off of Chet Holmgren. And Mitch Johnson, Coach Johnson, going to use the challenge. See the replay on it. Wemby diving, putting his body on the line, and it looks like it's kicked out of bounds by Chet Holmgren there. Kinar said, get Vic involved, guys. Can we get the big man involved? This is a challenge. I think this is going to be a successful challenge. It looks like it's off of Holmgren there. Successful challenges here. Will that help? Not really. Not really for bingo. Honestly, we need Keldon Johnson back in this game. We need Keldon Johnson back out there. Who would you take out? I wouldn't take anybody out, honestly. I'd stick with my starting lineup out here. So unfortunately, Keldon Johnson remains on the bench. It is a successful challenge. Ball back to the Spurs here. We could fill in on the bingo card anyway, just to make sure we fill it in. Bingo card's starting to get filled in a little bit here. That's fun. And again, we usually end up, if we don't hit bingo, one spot away from bingo, and we are one spot away from bingo here tonight. The bingo card disappeared. Pull it back. Bring it back. Lana Mona said, trust your star, coach. I mean, he's trusting his stars. He's got multiple stars. He's trusting Castle. He's trusting Wemby. Sometimes the guy doesn't need the ball in his hands to be effective. He could also be a decoy. Castle trying to take advantage of that. By the way, that last time when they turned it over, Castle drove the lane. He tried to get it back to Wemby cutting to the basket. He just threw it behind him. 10th turnover by Castle, by the way. Castle has it up top, dancing with it. Coming to his right off a Wemby screen. Castle kicks out to Champagny. Champagny pulls it out. Trying to get it to Wemby. Good defense from Holmgren. Not giving him any space. They hand it off to Harper. Harper out on the perimeter. Isolating against A.J. Mitchell. Crossing over. Kicks out to Castle. Right wing three for Castle. He can't get it to go. Wemby, the offensive rebound. Gets the putback off glass easily. Puts it up and in over J-Dub there trying to box him out. 4-point lead for the Spurs here with 2:40 to go. Caruso bringing it down. Thunder yet to score in the overtime period. SGA up top, being guarded by Champagny. Blows right past him down the lane to kick it out to Caruso. A straightaway three for Alex Caruso. He can't get that one to go. A rebound by Wemby. No, they call it a foul by Wembanyama, trying to keep Holmgren off the glass as they were battling for the board together. See the replay on it? Nope. This is the other replay. Fortnite clip. What's up, Fortnite? I feel 4-point play incoming. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take a 4-point play. A.J. Mitchell has it up top. It stays here with the Thunder. They get it to SGA, being guarded by Harper. He spins to his left, sees some space, kicks out to Caruso. Left corner three. Caruso got it. He said, you won't hold me down that long. I missed the last one. Well, I'm ready to fire. He knocks down his 8th made three. He's got a 30-point game. Not Wemby. Not SGA, not J-Dub. Alex Caruso with a 30 ball here tonight. 2 minutes to go in the overtime period. Castle up top, crosses over on J-Dub, tries to get over to Wemby, gets picked off, and J-Dub gets a free run to the basket. He's going to go the other way for the two-handed slam as the Thunder take a 1-point lead. Caruso picked up that steal on trying to get the pass over to Wemby rolling to the rim. Castle has it up top being guarded by A.J. Mitchell. They get it to Wemby in the post. High post being guarded by J-Dub. Backing him down. Leans in. J-Dub strips him clean. Caruso picks it up. He's pushing the other way. Hit ahead. A.J. Mitchell stop and pop three. He can't get it to go. Battle on the glass for the rebound. Knocked out of bounds by Holmgren. Ball's going to go back to the Spurs. That could have been a huge dagger there, but instead the Spurs will get possession back. 106-105. 1:30 to go. Here come the Spurs. Here we go. Ashton said, Wemby, please help. King Tomador said, 10 turnovers? What the heck? 10 turnovers, man. 10 turnovers for Steph Castle. If only he could get 2 more assists, we'd have the triple-double. We could fill that spot in. Castle will bring it down. 1:25 to go. Castle gets it to Wemby. Wemby up top, being guarded by Caruso. Hands it off to Vassell. Vassell coming to his right. Kicks over to Champagnie. A right corner three from Champagnie. Can't get it to go. Wemby with the tip. Can't get it. Loose ball. Wemby trying to grab it. Loose ball. Trying to grab it. Caruso saves it off of Wemby. Out of bounds. Going to the Thunder. Wembanyama, you just got to grab that, young man. Instead of trying to tip it up and in. Alex Caruso. Call this the Alex Caruso game, man. He has absolutely saved the Thunder's behind here tonight. What a play from Caruso. Not only saving it, keeping it away from Wemby on the loose ball battle there, but falling out of bounds, throwing it off of Wemby there. And SGA up top with a minute to go. Coming to his left off the screen, spinning to his right, down the lane to the rim. A two-handed slam himself. Where is the help now? SGA finding the kinks in the armor to the San Antonio defense as the Thunder go up by 3, a 7-0 run. They swing it out. Champagnie, left wing three. They need it. He can't deliver. High arcing rebound. J-Dub keeps it with the Thunder. AJ Mitchell grabs it. Here comes J-Dub. This can end the game. J-Dub up top, being guarded by Vassell, dancing with it. J-Dub at the logo, coming to his left, driving it down, puts up the mid-range shot, way off, can't get it to go. Rebounded, Wembanyama hit ahead to Castle. They got to go quickly. They leave it off for Wemby. A deep logo three. Why? That's why Wembanyama knocks it down. Oh my goodness. Steph Curry in a 7'7" body. He pulled up from about 35, 40 feet like he was Steph Curry against the Thunder. How history repeats itself. The up-and-coming superstar cementing himself, pulling up from three in a ridiculous moment where everybody's like, why take that shot? That's why you take that shot when you're a superstar. The confidence, the cojones to rise up from the logo about 35 feet, trailing by 3 with 30 seconds to go. And you knock it down anyway. Whew. Whew. TD in the morning said the extraterrestrial strikes again. The legend of Wembanyama grows, man. The legend of Wembanyama grows. My guy throwing up a 30-footer. And then, as the camera is panning and following the ball through the sky, it obviously pans over the Thunder bench as well. And as it goes through the basket, Kayson Wallace is standing there with a big old smile on his face. How could you not smile? A 7'7" alien just descended upon the NBA and is threatening the Thunder dynasty here in his first playoff run. How could you not smile? 30 points for Wemby on the bingo card. Thank you, Estimar. Thank you, Jay Cheng. Yes, sir. We do have the Wemby 30 ball. Where is he at? Where is Wemby? Where is Wemby for 30? Where is he? Where is he? Wemby for 30? Where are you, brother? Oh, there he is. Kayson Wallace for 15 on this row here. Here we go. They can inbound it. Let's do this real quick. Boom. AJ Mitchell has it up top. 20 seconds to go. My timer's ahead, so I'll just let you know. 20 seconds to go. AJ Mitchell up top. We're tied at 108. AJ Mitchell's going to wind down the time as much as possible. They're probably going to get into the hands of SGA. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. They get it to SGA, being guarded by Vassell. Quickly goes to his left. Driving it down in the lane. Stops, turns, spins, gets caught in the air. Kicks out to J-Dub. J-Dub fires a three. He can't get it to go. Battle for the loose ball. Harper saves it. And it's a timeout for the Spurs. Timeout for the Spurs. J-Dub had the chance to win it in his first game back. The perimeter shot has not gone down for J-Dub. They'll probably put more time on the clock here. They're going to go look to see exactly when the timeout was called. Yahira of Yasharala Shabata of Yahawada, appreciate you. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Appreciate you. Stershaw said the game that keeps on giving. Here we go. Here we go. Joe said, how much time? We're got to wait to see how much time they put back on the clock. Right now they have like 0.1 on the clock. Let's see. They're going to put some more time on the clock. They put 0.7. There's 0.7 on the clock. The Spurs got the timeout. Side out of bounds at the half-court line. So right now they have 0.7 on the clock. I think they're still deliberating on how much time to put on. No, they're going to stick with 0.7. Spurs are going to come out. Here we go. Here we go. Wemby, what you got for us, Wemby? Go ahead. This is your moment, big dog. This is your moment. Ashton said, if I was a Spurs coach, I would be saying, just make sure you don't breathe on Shea too hard. Nah, brother, you got to have a better game plan than that, big dog. Come on. Dylan Harper will inbound it. 0.7 on the clock. Let the timer tick down. 0.7 on the clock. They lob it. Castle has a lane. Gets a knocked loose by Caruso. And we have double overtime. Do we have double overtime? No. Here on the Chevy Show, we don't have double overtime. What we have is the faded sixth quarter. Oh my goodness. The first sixth quarter. The first double overtime period we have in the playoffs. And it comes courtesy of game one of the conference finals against two absolute juggernauts here. Spurs down De'Aaron Fox. It has not mattered here tonight. Chaos Kid said, no rest for Chevy tonight. Absolutely not a wink of sleep is going on for me tonight, brother. Nick Yak said, get the alien under the boards and get it to him. They tried to run a dummy set, lob it up to Steph Castle instead, see if his athleticism can rise up over a smaller defender. Caruso sniffed it out. They switched it. Caruso was the one defending under the rim, knocked the ball loose. Decent enough to sign set play. Better defense from the Thunder. And here we go. Didn't have a lot of options on that one. TD in the morning said, I cannot believe this is going into double overtime. Here we go. Here we go. Fortnite Clip said, we sleeping during football season. That's what I'm saying, brother. I will be fully rested during football season. That's just me, though. Mario, please, can the Spurs pull this out? Oof. I'm sweating. I'm not going to lie. I am sweating, y'all. I'll tell you what, though, it gives us more opportunities to get our bingo card going. More opportunities here. Chaos Kid said it's only 8:30 in LA. That is disgusting. That is disgusting to me. It is 11:30 to me, which is not that bad. It's bad, but not that bad. Keith, what a game. What a game. Nate Yak said, nice play, didn't work. Yeah, they ran a nice play. Thunder were prepared. They played it well. You know, 0.7 on the clock. You don't have a ton of options. Eric C. said, what's the foul situation look like? Anyone in danger of fouling out? Not really. Not really. Wemby's got 4. He's the closest. Champagny with 2. Vassell with 2. Castle with 2. Harper with 3. Castle with 3. And over on the Thunder side, Hartenstein with 2, Holmgren with 2, SGA with 3, J-Dub with 2, and Caruso with 2. So nobody really in foul trouble. Wemby the closest to being in foul trouble. He's got 4. Jersey, that's a 12th minute for Hartenstein. Well rested. Yeah, I mean, that guy sucks. It's the reason why he can't play out there, despite them going up against a 7'7" alien. All right, start of the overtime period. Let me blow my nose. Allergies starting to catch up with me as we get deeper into the night. All right, let's lock in. The faded sixth quarter, we're tied at 108. The Spurs win yet another jump ball there. Here comes Harper bringing it down. They get over to Castle. Castle up top, coming to his left, driving it down. Gets caught in the paint. Almost throws it away. Harper picks up the loose ball. Gets blocked by SGA at the rim. Loose ball picked up by the Thunder. Here comes SGA bringing it down. Picked up by Vassell. SGA going quickly, attacking, steps back along the baseline. Pump fakes out the Lou Dort. Extra pass to Mitchell. Driving to his right on Champagny. Spins to his left. Stops along the baseline. Picks up his handles. Got nowhere to go. Kicks out to Wallace. Wallace in the paint. He's got nowhere to go. They kick it out to Holmgren. Ran up the line by Harper. Holmgren. Pump fake, jab step. Coming to his left. Driving it down. Stops. Turns. Half spin. Pump fake. Swings through. Loses the handle. Picks it back up. Spins. Fall away. Again at the shot clock. And it's a shot clock violation. Look at the defensive effort from the Spurs on that play right there. My goodness. What a defensive effort. And we finally got a shot clock violation. Finally got one. Whew. Chaos Kid, fraud MVP. Appreciate your generosity, brother. Castle bringing it down, coming to us right off the Champagny screen. Castle, over the top pass. Champagny catches it on the run. Euros down the lane, gets stripped by Kayson Wallace. Loose ball, they dive on the floor for it. Quickly saves it over to SGA. Off the turnover, they're bringing it down the other way. SGA up top, directing traffic. Driving it down to his left, crossing over to his right, in the mid-range. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Right corner, pump fake, sidestep, puts up the three. Castle recovers, contests it well, can't get it to go. Harper, the rebound, gets it over to Wemby. Wemby will bring it down. Gets it over to Harper. Back to Wemby. Catches. Pump fake. Swings through to his right. Going down the lane. Big one-handed hammer for Victor Wembanyama. 110 to 108. 3:30 to go now. SGA bringing it down. They're showing a double team early to SGA. They get it over to Holmgren. Holmgren back to SGA. Being guarded by Harper. Swings through to his left. Stops. Double step back. Harper hits the floor and SGA in and out. Can't get the three to go. Loose ball. Wembanyama had it. Lost it. Picks it up. He's bringing it down. Wembanyama, he's going to look to attack. Euros past the defense. Gets a blocking foul. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws with 3:16 to go. Wembanyama in attack mode. He looks exhausted. That was an awkward looking run there from Wemby. Just not completely in control. Looked exhausted. Looked tired. Didn't matter. Not mattering right now. Got to dig deep and find the extra reserves here in the 6th overtime. What are we looking at minutes-wise? We got a little over 3 minutes to go. What are we looking at here? We have Wembanyama with 45 minutes so far. We have Champagny with over 40. We have Vassell with 47. Castle 45. Harper 43. We go over to the Thunder side. SGA 48 minutes so far here tonight. Nobody else over 40 for the Oklahoma City Thunder. AJ Mitchell with 33, not playing particularly well either. Wembanyama knocks down the free throw. He's got another one coming. J-Dub and Caruso subs back in. They did not start the second overtime period. Trying to spare them a little bit of rest there. Wembanyama at the foul line. Hit the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Keanu said asserting himself through exhaustion. Yeah, you got to. You got to dig deep. Find the extra reserves. You're the superstar player. You got to set the tone for your team. And that's exactly what Wemby is doing here. You got to love it. You got to love the young superstar stepping up. Knocks down both free throws, too. He said, what tired legs? He said, what exhaustion? What do you mean I'm running on empty? I'm still going to find my way to get buckets. SGA up top. He's going to have to respond. 112, 108. 3 minutes to go. SGA's dancing with it against Champagny. Driving to his left. Down the lane against Wemby. Leaves it off to Caruso. He's going to step behind the three-point line. Over Wemby. Comes up short. Wemby with the rebound. Wemby not overly concerned yet again with Caruso threes. They will live and die with Caruso settling for threes all night long. Anyone but SGA. Dylan Harper has it up top being guarded by J-Dub. Harper coming to his right off a Champagny screen. Pulls it back. Dancing with it against J-Dub. Good defense from J-Dub. Harper picks up his dribble. Gets it out to Champagny. Back to Harper. 3 seconds to go. He heaves it up there. Throws up an air ball. Hits the backboard, doesn't touch the rim, and that's a shot clock violation. Ball back to the Thunder here. You're seeing the exhaustion, man. Nobody really wants to move. Nobody really wants to move right now. Keaton Hart said, but nah, De'Aaron couldn't find it within himself. Nope. Kayson Wallace, the left wing three. He knocks it down. Kayson Wallace, a big-time three. They needed it. Back to a one-point game. A little over 2 minutes to go. Castle has it up top. Castle pulls it out. Coming to his left off a Wemby screen. Dance with it against Holmgren. Now coming to his right. Castle picks up his handle. Out to Harper. He's going to pump fake. Jab step to his right. Down the lane. Scoop layup with the right hand. Got it to go. And he got smacked in the face. And the foul? Did they give him the foul? He got smacked in the face. He's down on the floor holding it. We got a stoppage in play here. Is this a foul or a timeout? What do we got here? Officials were just looking at each other. I don't even know if they called the foul. He did get the layup to go, though, over SGA. They hold on to a 3-point lead regardless. So whenever a player gets hit in the face, the officials go see if it meets the criteria of a flagrant. It doesn't. Caruso going for the ball, just inadvertently makes contact with his face, doesn't even swing at it. Just kind of has his hand there. Oh, well, it's on the follow-through from SGA. He comes down and hits Harper in the face. That's really what did it. Rog D guy said Wemby's on another level. Wow, he's something else. Yeah, man. Yeah, 36. By the way, the stat line is crazy. 36, 22, and 3. Absolutely ridiculous, bonkers stat line from Victor Wembanyama tonight. My goodness. I mean, Dylan Harper getting fouled multiple times on that move to the basket. Yeah, except smack silly, yeah. Absolutely. Jay Chang said Castle triple-double, 17 points, 10 assists, 11, or 10 assists, 11 turnovers. There you go, Jay Chang. I'll take it. I'll take that triple-double. That still counts as a triple-double. Even if it's with turnovers. It's not the best triple-double, obviously, but we'll take it. Castle, yeah, 17 and 10. We know he's got the double figures turnovers already. Where's that? Where's triple-double at? It's up here. It's not going to help us with our bingo, but we'll take it. We'll fill that in. All right, bingo card. Why you got to keep disappearing on me? Keenan Hart said 11 turnovers. It's almost as if having another point guard out there would really help him not having to make all these decisions, considering he's not a natural point guard. But if only the Spurs had a player like that on their bench that they could put out there. Oh, that's right. Yeah. He's got his ankle hurting him too much. He can't even give them 10 minutes tonight, 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Come on. Yeah, I said not on purpose, but a flagrant? I don't know. Yeah, the officials call it incidental contact. There's no follow-through on it. There's no, wind-up or anything like that. It's just incidental contact. Basketball's a contact sport. It is a foul on Caruso. I think they're going to give him the and one, right? Is that what they ruled there? Harper should go to the foul line for a free throw here. Indy Afro, what's up, Indy Afro? With Harper's performance, do the Spurs still need Fox for next year? That is the question, brother. And the answer is no. The answer is no. AR said, would have been a flagrant if SGA was on the receiving end? I don't think so. I don't think it would have been a flagrant either. William Penn said only 3 players in double digits for OKC, and that is a problem. And all 3 of them you're seeing on the court here. Caruso, J-Dub, SGA, nobody else contributing more than 8. Holmgren with 8, Caruso with 8. Kayson Wallace with 8. Caruso with 30. Caruso with 30 ball. A ridiculous game from Alex Caruso. Dylan Harper knocks down his and one free throw. They did give it to him. 4-point lead again. They got those 3 points back from the Kayson Wallace 3. J-Dub bringing it down. They get over to SGA. SGA up top, being guarded by Castle. Coming to his left to get it in the corner to J-Dub. J-Dub gets it back to SGA. He doesn't want the ball. SGA sees a double team. Inside pass gets knocked loose by Harper. Turnover from SGA. Excellent defense from the Spurs. You got to get a score to extend the lead, though. You need a bigger cushion than 4 points. Dylan Harper danced with it up top against J-Dub. Pulls it back, crossing over to his right, driving it down behind the back. Fancy dribbling, Euro in the paint, double clutch. Can't get the layup to go. J-Dub knocks it loose. A little too wild of a play there. Caruso down the lane, leaves it off for SGA. Down in the paint, pass fake, kicks out to J-Dub as the trailer. A deep straightaway 3. He got it! J-Dub missed the 3 to win the game. He knocks that one down to get him back within 1 with 1:20 to go. I'm losing my voice here. Here come the Spurs bringing it down. They hold on to a 1-point lead. My goodness, back and forth they go. Castle has it up top, being guarded by Kayson Wallace. Castle holding on to it, waiting for some help. Wembanyama wants nothing to do with this ball right now. Now they get it to Wemby in the post, spins, big 2-handed hammer in the paint, and the foul on Holmgren. Caruso going for the steal, doesn't get it. Wemby easily catches his spins, wide open under the basket by himself. Holmgren comes over late trying to get a block shot. Silly foul from Chet Holmgren there. He went for it. He almost, not that silly of a foul. He tried protecting the basket, but Wembanyama got it to go down. That's a foul on Chet Holmgren. That's a poster right there. That's a poster. And Wemby got something to say about it. I love that. I love that. Just that said sloppy, 35 turnovers combined. Yeah. Wembanyama at the foul line. He's got 39 points. Or does he have 38 and this is going to be his 39th? Is he knocking it down? He does knock it down. That's 39 points for Victor Wembanyama. 40 and 20. Can we get a 40-20 game, Vic? We need one more point, brother. One more point. We're under a minute to go. SGA has it up top. Do you have another answer? Can you keep answering these punches by the Spurs? Over to Caruso. He'll take the baseline against Wemby. Reverse layup. Comes up short. Holmgren the offensive rebound. Gets swatted by Vassell in the paint. J-Dub picks it up. Throws up a wild shot. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Harper. And the Thunder missing multiple opportunities at the rim. Great defense by Vassell to get the block there. And now Castle has it up top with 30 seconds to go. They have all the time in the world. They should be able to pull this off. Castle up top. One more score would be a dagger. Get it to Wemby. They lob it down low. Wemby, he knocks it down. A 40-20 game for Victor Wembanyama. 120-114 with 22 seconds to go. And the Thunder in a double overtime thriller on the verge of stealing game one here in Oklahoma City. Down their all-star starting point guard, De'Aaron Fox. And a career game by Alex Caruso is not going to be enough. Can they get better performances from the role guys? Can SGA figure out this San Antonio defense? Which team will recover better going into game two after an absolutely exhausting game one? This is what the playoffs are about, baby. Mark, you love to see it. What a battle between these two teams, man. We love it. Love it. Moment, what's up, Moment? That's MVP type stuff, man. 41-22 in your first conference game. Not afraid of the moment, Victor Wembanyama, man. Second Spur to record a 40-20 playoff game. The other, David Robinson, of course. Nick Yak said, back-breaking double overtime. Oof. Oof. And you know what? You only have 1 day of rest before you meet up again in game two. Love the playoffs, man. Love it. Sons Jen said, Wemby's the people's MVP. Listen, this is the last year we're probably going to have an MVP conversation. Should Wemby play 65 games or more in the upcoming seasons, he is going to be the MVP moving forward. He is going to be the Defensive Player of the Year moving forward. The league is in trouble. The Knicks need to win a championship now because Wemby is on his way. AJ Mitchell gets it up top to J-Dub. J-Dub's got to go quickly, blows past the defense, gets swatted out of there by Wemby, and they're going to let him dribble out the clock. No, they're not. They're going to grab Harper and foul, but that is going to wrap it up right there. And of course it's going to end on a Victor Wembanyama block shot at the rim. Of course it is. There's only one way it could have ended. Abigail said, what's the next game? This is the only game tonight. My timer ticked out, but that's because the game is over. There's only one game. That is this game here. The next game is tomorrow. Tomorrow, the New York Knicks take on the Cleveland Cavaliers in their game one of their conference finals. And it will be an 8 o'clock Eastern time start time as Harper knocks down the first free throw. I'm shortchanging Wemby. I didn't even give him that last basket. I'm shortchanging him. 120-114. Harper knocks down the free throw. 121-114. What an absolute game. Fortnite clip. What a game, man. This is why we love the NBA, man. This is why I love the NBA. Harper knocks down both free throws. What a performance from Dylan Harper, by the way. 24, 11, and 6 from the rookie point guard. Are you kidding me? De'Aaron Fox who? De'Aaron Fox who? Caruso throws up a three as he gets fouled by Champagnie. Why did Champagnie even foul? Caruso's going to get 3 free throws here. Well, that's going to wrap it up. Fortnite clips, this is what it's all about. I love it. I love it. I'm exhausted. I can't imagine what they're feeling like. A lot of worried looks over there on the bench. I'm not going to lie, from the Thunder side. A lot of worried looks over there on the bench. Caruso knocks down the free throw. Listen, when your best answer to Victor Chet Holmgren. He's looking a little upset. What you got for us, Chet Holmgren? Show up in game 2. Chet Holmgren, miserable night tonight. Don or more music. Said, I'm going to be lucky to catch the end tomorrow. Appreciate you, Don. Always appreciate you, brother. Keanar said, I love how Wemby said last series, yeah, I got tired, that's on me, accountability. Yeah. Unlike them other dudes down there in Philly who got excuses after excuses after excuses. That's what accountability looks like. Rose said, got plenty of rest for tomorrow's game, Sheffy, with plenty of water. Oh, yeah, we're going to be locked in. It's the Knicks. We're always locked in when it comes to the Knicks. Always. Always. As you can see, the game is going to wrap up. Final score is going to be 122-115. Caruso misses the second free throw. He misses it intentionally. Wembanyama the rebound. That's going to wrap it up. A 41-23 rebound game. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Whew. Not that he missed 2 out of 3. I mean, it didn't matter. It didn't matter. Oh, my goodness. That's going to wrap it up. And we didn't have 2 consecutive. Did he miss 2 consecutive missed free throws? That's not going to help us get bingo anyway, so it doesn't matter. We didn't get bingo, unfortunately. But boy, oh boy, did we get grace with a beautiful game here tonight. What an incredible basketball game. And this is why we tune in. This is what we've watched the entirety of the regular season for. Moments like this. Absolutely. What an absolute performance. Oh my goodness. Brazil, appreciate you, Brazil. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Hope everybody had a good time tonight. I hope you guys had half as good a time as I did. I had a blast. This was incredibly fun. No bingo, unfortunately. We did not hit bingo on the bingo card. We got close to a couple of spots, but ultimately not enough. Not enough. Here's the thing. Castle, pretty miserable turnover game. We'll see if De'Aaron Fox is available for game 2. If there's anybody that's going to be fresh, it's going to be the guy who did not play in a double overtime thriller in game 1. We'll see what how the teams come out in game 2. Are the legs going to be there? Are they going to have the rest? Who knows? Time will tell. We'll be tuned in on Tuesday. Wednesday. Today is Monday. We'll be tuned in on Wednesday. Tomorrow we have the New York Knicks starting their conference finals, NBA finals run. We talked about it in preseason. The Knicks are on their finals run. Nick Yak said 31 and a half hours. 3.5 hours. Thanks to Chevy. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, we have been live for 3.5 hours. Woo! What a beautiful game. What a long night. And this is why we do it. This is why we do it. Ashton said, thank you for making me feel special by mentioning me and making me feel recognized. Appreciate you for hanging out with me, Ashton. Try to get everybody in the chat. Try to get everybody's comment in the chat. Keno R said, watch Fox play next game in Lane Egg. He better not. He better not after what his team went through here today. He better be the one energized, ready to go. He better be the one ready to go. But with that being said, we're going to wrap it up there. Appreciate everybody for hanging out with us late into the night here on the double overtime thriller as the Spurs take down the Thunder in game 1 of the conference finals. Let's see if they can keep this pace up. I don't expect this to be a blowout of a series. This is going to go 6 or 7 games. We'll be back tomorrow, of course, to watch our Knicks take on the Cavs in their game 1 of the conference finals. Hopefully the Knicks come out the way the Spurs did. Ready to go and ready to take action. I got full confidence and full faith that they will. Blockiana said, OKC has nothing for Wemby. Oh, I was about to say, that's a good point. Get me back on track. I was about to say, Fernando, CEO King, appreciate you. I was about to say, when your best option against Victor Wembanyama is Alex Caruso, it's part of the reason why the Oklahoma City Thunder have really struggled against the Spurs this season. Really struggled against the Spurs this season. But we'll see how the rest of the series plays out. The Spurs have absolutely had the number of the Oklahoma City Thunder all year. They've only lost the one game. Let's see if the Thunder can figure out their defensive game plan against SGA. And let's see if SGA can figure it out, brother, because what you showed was not an MVP-level performance. What Wemby did was an MVP-level performance. So, as always, shout out to channel members, whether you were gifted a membership or you decided to become a member all on your own. I appreciate you guys nonetheless. Shout out all of the generosity from the community. Chaos Kid, I didn't even see it. Shout out my guy Chaos Kid with the generous super chat. He said fraud MVP. Oh, we did read that. Shout out my guy Chaos Kid. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out my guy AP for a couple of generous super chats. Appreciate you, AP, as always, for your generosity. Shout out my guy The Fleas as well for his generosity. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you, everybody, for liking the stream. Thanks to any of the new subscribers. Hope you guys had a fun night. And, of course, we'll be back to do it all over again tomorrow and for the foreseeable season. We're winding our season down, man. We have no more double headers. We are simply going every single night until we get to the NBA Finals, where, of course, we'll have a day off in between the games. But until then, we're going to keep the train going. We're going to keep the party going. We're not going to stop. Why? We've gotten to this point. We've gone every single night here in the playoffs, trying to cover as many games as possible. And I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me all the way through it. With that being said, remember, guys, brush your teeth for bed. Stay hydrated. And I'll catch you on the next one. Good night, everybody. Bye.